Hello, welcome to Sewing Street. It is the last day of the birthday. Oh, we've got so much going on today, but I'm quite sad that this is the last day. It's been the most epic week ever, hasn't it? We will make sure that we end with a bang, don't you worry. We've got Wendy Orlando here, so of course it is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to be electric. First of all, I must say huge happy birthday as well to my lovely husband. It's Kieran's birthday today. If you're watching, I've left him lovely breakfast and things anyway, so I'll promise I'll spoil you later and we'll have a nice lunch today. But yes, happy birthday, Kieran. Now, as it's the last day of the birthday, we thought that we'd go really big with the giveaway today. Now, obviously, we're still doing the weekly prize draw as well, but our daily prize draw today is, I think, the best one. It's epic. It's amazing. Half of these, it's a bit bittersweet because half of these creative grids I've never even seen before. I have no idea if we'll ever be able to get them in stock. I mean, the round rotating cutting mat, templates galore, some really, really great shapes. You've even got the face mask template. You've got the huge creative grid cutting mat. You've got template plastics. You've got a big square one. You've got your rectangle, your 24-inch. You've got loads and loads and loads all here in the giveaway. Now, none of this is for sale. This is going to be all sent to one lucky viewer. And how you enter, it's as simple as this. You shop. If you buy anything, if you check out of your basket, then you're automatically entered into the daily prize draw. So, it's been amazing all week. We've had Liberty fabric. We've had, what else we have? We've had the steamer. We've had Rose and Hubble, we've had Moda, we've had Liberty, we've had the big embroidery set. It's just been incredible. We will announce yesterday's prize draw winner later on in the show today. But if you do want to be involved with the competition, the daily giveaway to win all of these creative grid rulers, all you've got to do is shop with us. So, shall we get you opening your baskets nice and early? We've got 2 early birds today, and we've got Wendy on this hour, so I can't be gassing for too long. She's on for 3 hours with us today. She's going, yay! So excited. We're going to start with our first early bird. Now, this is brand new fabric. It is gorgeous. This is your beautiful pre-cut 2.5 metre. It's called blush. It's not. It's coral. It's a really bright coral and it's gorgeous. Already cut into 2.5 metre bundles. So $16.95 is your price. It's super, super soft. It's 100% cotton, quilter's weight cotton. And I like the fact that in the background you've got this sort of mottle effect. It isn't a complete solid coral background. That makes it $339.5 metre. It's such good value for money for beautiful quality quilting weight cotton. Remember, if you're multi-buying on this, they will come cut into 2.5 metres. But I suppose these are going to be brilliant for cushions, for cushion backs, for linings. If you want to use them for backing quilts or for the front of quilts, loads of you straight away have got them in your basket. Remember, you're all within a chance of winning the creative grids as well. So tune in tomorrow to find out the winner. And you're going into the big weekly giveaway, which is being extended by the day. It's the last day today to be involved in that almighty weekly giveaway. There's so much in there, including a sewing machine, including the Franklin's steamer, loads of kits, loads of fabrics. Guests have been bringing so much stuff in. In fact, Wendy brought in some more to add to the giveaway. So someone is in for a real treat tomorrow, finding out the winner. £16.95. This is early bird number 1 of 2. Hello, Elizabeth. Elizabeth's messaged in saying, morning, Princess Hungry Tummy and team. Last day of the birthday week. What a wonderful shows we've had and great treats. Thank you to everybody. That's from lovely Elizabeth. It's been brilliant, hasn't it? I'm not gonna lie, I've watched every single day. I've watched constantly. Oh, I'm always there. If John starts talking about me, I'm like, excuse me, John, I did put the dishwasher on. I outed him. I know he outed me for being in my pyjamas at 11 o'clock. He outed me to say, oh, was the dishwasher on? I said, yes, I did put the dishwasher on, John. The cakes were in the fridge because of the yoghurt. I was there watching all week. If you have missed any of the birthday, we are going to do a birthday roundup at 11 o'clock today. So there's lots of the kits. Obviously, there's so much that is sold out over the week, but anything that we have been able to get back to do a roundup, we've managed to put into the 11 o'clock show, so stay tuned for that. Now, there's only 15 of these left. There's only 15 bundles left, so check out as soon as you can. Don't worry though, because we've got a second early bird for you. And you know what? This is brilliant because you're going to be able to use this for so many projects. This is just really useful for your stash, and it's lovely. I really like the print on this actually. 2.5 metre pre-cut, already into 2.5 metres. Morning, Pauline. This has been a fantastic week, she said. Morning, Tom. Morning, Susan. Good morning, Vixen crew. I've loved all of the birthday shows and I've spent a lot. Oh, when Belinda said, good morning, Vicky. It's been a brilliant week. Oh, it's my birthday also today. Linda, happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely day. I know it's a bit, it is... John's watching now. I'm not moaning about you, John, I promise. I'm not moaning about you. Oh, I must say thank you ever so much to John because he's left me a beautiful, fancy, it's Clarins. It's really lovely for your legs, for soothing your legs, to rub on your legs. And that's so thoughtful and it's perfect at the moment. So thank you very, very much. Delphine, I've been watching you. I've been watching you as well. The Highland cow, oh my word. The toy was amazing. The applique tree of life, oh, just gorgeous. Delphine, I'll make sure I hang in there till the 17th so I get to see you. Oh, Linda's saying morning, John's watching you. I know. $16.95 for your early bird, coordinating Checkers Black Pre-Cut. It's super, super busy. It's the last day of the birthday, remember? Do make sure you're checking out. This is again the last chance to be involved in the big prize draw, the big giveaway. Everybody who checks out is automatically entered into the giveaway. Morning, Laurie. Oh, thank you for your birthday message for Kieran as well. I'll make sure I say happy birthday from you, Laurie. Geraldine said, good morning, Mrs. Carroll. If I buy something, take my name out of the drawer for the rulers. I've got most of them. Geraldine, have you got all of these as well? Because there's half of these I've never even seen before. This is brilliant giveaway, isn't it? Very exciting. But I know how much you recommend the Creative Grid rulers, Geraldine. So, yeah, hopefully you managed to get them. We could not believe that was our prize today. Very lucky. Okay, both early birds sold out. Both early birds are now sold out. Shall we show you how we are going to end the birthday week? This is it. This is what today's lineup looks like this morning. First hour, I've got Wendy Orlando. I've not been on with Wendy since October. We are finally reunited. And we've got the most adorable birthday teddy bears. Oh my word, aren't they just so cute? Oh, they're lovely. We've got a gorgeous kit. They're Helen Newton patterns, which we know how popular Helen Newton always is, and they are adorable. It's already selling on pre-order, by the way. It's already selling on pre-order. What? Oh, it was off their bags. It was off their bags. And then we've also got at 9 o'clock, fabulous brand new Moda fabrics. They're so fun. They're really lovely. I think they're called On the Farm. They're really, really lovely. At 10 o'clock, we've got butterfly cushion paper piecing. Now, it's a brand new book. There's projects for all year round in there, and this is the cushion that's part of the book. It's foundation paper piecing. Maybe it's your New Year's resolution to have a go at FPP. Wendy is the perfect person to talk you through it as oh, she's completely addicted. I love the eyes on the cat, the buttons, they are brilliant. So that's coming up, as I say, at 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, we're going to do a whole birthday roundup. If you've missed out on anything, have a look on pre-order because we've put them all live there on the pre-order section of the website. Then we've got, to round up the birthday, our final yarn lane weekly dose. We've got Granny Squares back. So if you don't know how to do granny stitch, we really are going to take it back to basics and break it down completely. Wendy has got some lovely makes for Yarn Lane today. We've got a book and we've got a pattern from Wendy all coming up. So do make sure, if you can stay with us till 1 o'clock, please do. If you want to send in any messages to us, it's the last day of the birthday. Send in your make, send in your photographs, come say hello, send in you having a piece of cake. We've got more cake today. Wendy's bought us more cake. It's only so much. Oh, I know she slaved over she slaved over making all these cakes last night for us. I think she commissioned a certain Waitrose. Got fancy cakes. Studio@sewingstreet.com or jump in on Facebook and say hello. Sally Ann Harrison's watching. Hello, Sally Ann. We'll talk about you this morning. Morning, lovely people. It's been a wonderful week, hasn't it? Just, oh my word, it's been amazing. Susan said, I've ordered my teddy pattern so I don't miss out. It's lovely. Let's go for it, because do you know what? A lot of people are checking out. Now, should we start with the stripe or the floral? Let's start with the stripe. So the stripe, you get a whole metre of your lovely cream mottle effect mixer. You also get half a metre of, is it fat quarter? Yes. Fat quarter of your stripe, and that's for the ears and for the bag. Plus you're getting your skein as well if you want to do any embroidery on the eyes or embellishing, and you're getting your Helen Newton teddy bear pattern for £19.99. All that you need to add is some toy stuffing, and that's it really. We'll go through with Wendy if there's anything else that you need to add. £19.99. It's amazing value. And of course, as always, when you're looking at Helen Newton patterns, you've got really, really lovely templates and very detailed, just £19.99. A whole metre of your fabric and your fat quarter for £19.99. Now, loads of those straight in baskets. Let's jump to the floral. The other one that you can see. Am I allowed favourites? I think the floral one's my favourite. I love the floral. I think it's so beautiful. Morning, everybody. Maureen, hello. Oh, yeah, you could even put some lavender in his little bag, couldn't you? Oh, that'd be lovely. £19.99. I just think he is the classic bear. I say he. I don't know why I say he, but you get a whole metre of this gorgeous, look at this fabric. This is new to me. Might be a new, especially, it's Rose and Hubble. It's so pretty, so pretty. You can make some little accessories for your teddy as well. A little bow or a bow tie. What about a little skirt or a jacket, a little pair of shorts or a little shoes. Loads you could do, absolutely loads. And you get plenty of fabric in there. Plus you get a fat quarter of your cream, you get your skein, and you get your pattern for £19.99. Morning, Random Deb. She's put, morning Vixen team watching all morning today. Oh, good. I'm pleased you can stay with us. What a fabulous week. Enjoy the last day of celebrations with Wendy's Posh Cakes. We will indeed. We've had a message from Wendy. Hello, Wendy in Cumbria. It's my mum Christina's 80th birthday today. Oh, happy 80th birthday. Happy 80th birthday. Oh, yeah, I hope that we all get to, see our loved ones and celebrate all these birthdays soon. We're going to have some big shindigs to make up for it, aren't we? Right, so final colourway. Now, don't let this one pass you by, because I know that we haven't seen this one made up yet, but the main body is going to be in your grey, which you get a whole metre. You then get a fat quarter of this lovely fabric as well. This has been really popular, and actually that's going to look lovely, isn't it? With your black skein, and you're getting your pattern. It's £19.99, and you're in with a chance of winning. Well, you've got a ticket into both draws, the daily prize draw and the weekly prize draw. So it's definitely worth checking out on something today. And remember, that's across all of the show. It's across all of the website. It's across all of Yarn Lane's show and Yarn Lane's website as well. So we just want to make sure that everybody has a fair chance of being able to win those amazing prizes. So that is number 3. There is loads of you who have got them in your baskets. Now, if you've got lots of fabric at home, imagine doing this in Liberty. Imagine making a Liberty teddy bear. Imagine making this with some really special fabrics to you. Maybe you want to make it as a memory bear, or you know, out of old shirts, or different. I know people make them out of baby grows when they've grown up then. So there's loads that you can do with this. If you've just got some of your favourite fabrics, you could do them quite sort of, I say patchworky. You could do one arm in one fabric and do some of your favourite fabrics. Do you know how much cave fabric you got left over in that cave quilt from yesterday? You could do a cave teddy bear. If you want the instructions on their own today, just £9.99. You've got all of your templates ready to trace out. You've got your instructions, which we'll go through with Wendy, at £9.99. Hi, Derek. Have you put your song requirements in yet, Kat? No, she hasn't taken part in the poll yet. She's just moved into a new place, so she's just settling in, but she will be there. You've got to be there with Liam now on Monday. Tomorrow, in fact, gosh. This is what's so weird, is I'm almost like counting down my weeks now, and it's whenever you pop up on Facebook that we go live on Facebook, I think, oh my word, how has that been another week? How has that been another week? So yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Right, so teddy bear pattern on its own, £9.99. Very, very quickly, is there anything else that I need to mention? Just quickly, because I know that we've got Wendy eagerly awaiting in the wings. Very quickly, the toy stuffing. If you do want a big bag of toy stuffing, it's only £3.99. It's worth adding to your order. If you need to stock up for some in your stash, you'll only need one bag. And it's a nice, big, chunky bag. It's super, super soft for just £3.99. Okay. Does it say what height the teddy bear is? We will find out for you. We'll find out, Linda. We can measure him. Yeah, Wendy, if you've got a measuring tape behind you, we'll have a measure. We will have a measure. Thank you for all of your messages. If you have got any questions, please do get them in. Donna said, good morning, Vixen team. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right, whilst you're just measuring him, the favourite is the floral. It's 14 centimetres, inches. Inches.
Not including
centimetres. Not including his ears, it's 14 inches. Wendy, it's so good to be back.
I know, I'm so excited. So excited.
Can I just show everybody? Look at what Wendy's made for me. Wendy, this is honestly amazing. And Delphine, I know you're watching, you'll be so proud of our Wendy, because this is your first ever free motion project.
Yep. I wasn't actually going to give it to you because I've gone out the lines a little bit.
Oh, don't be daft. Look at it. It's perfect. I absolutely love him. Cat literally squealed. She was like, oh my word, they're giraffes. She loves giraffes. These are so gorgeous. Honestly, that will be really cherished. Thank you.
Well, that's just for you. That's for you to sit with your back when you're feeding baby or...
Thank you. I absolutely love it. Thank you. And I think that's got to be a kit, don't you, everybody? I think that's got to be a kit.
But it's because of Delphine. She makes it look so easy. And her tip the other day about, because I thought you had to turn your stitch down to 0. She said, no, just go with it. So I just went with it and it just worked out perfect.
Well, you've got the perfect machine to have a good go at free motion.
Honestly, you don't realise until you have something that you haven't had, that having that extra bit there was just amazing.
So I know you've been watching like me all week, haven't you? It's been brilliant, hasn't it?
You've been in the background with me all week.
Oh, it's just been such a great week.
Today, I mean, I bought something the other day. I mean, I wouldn't want any of this because, you know, other people out there need to have the experience, but what you have today, those grids, even I was like, I've never seen that round one, and the face mask one, and it's just incredible today.
It's fab.
Really, and I was gonna, while I'd got my phone down here, I was just gonna quickly order some of the fabric, and it's gone. So even I wasn't quick enough today because the orange fabric, it's not orange, but whatever colour it is, that is lovely. I have worked with other colourways and that's gorgeous. So well done to those that have got it.
There you go, if you got the early birds. Right, so Teddy. I mean, this is a classic Teddy, isn't he?
I'm going to be honest with you again. I'm not really a toy maker.
No, I said to you before, I've never seen you do.
Crochet toys, I will crochet toys every day of the week, but to make a fabric toy, I made one for my mum last year and it just looked hideous. She didn't care, but
these look amazing, Wendy.
Exactly. Now, I'm just going to say, if I can do it, because the thing that I struggle with more than anything is the face, because you can make the nicest toy and then the face just looks really wonky. and it just worked.
Oh, it has. Absolutely.
And I really don't make animals and teddies, but I just think I've not done too bad with the faces. So if that's the first time I've done it, and anyone else thinking maybe I can't do it, I can't. Absolutely, you can.
And you get oodles of fabric, don't you?
What I was going to mention on that is the fabric that you have for the fat quarter.
Okay.
Just the fat quarter. All you're going to use it for is the ears and the bag.
Right.
So I was thinking that cut those out first, because obviously you need to have enough material for that.
Yeah.
But then you're going to have quite a lot, because fat quarters, I mean, they're 18 by 22 or whatever.
Yeah.
They're substantial.
That's a lot.
That's it. So by the time you've cut your ears out and your bag, you've got loads left. How about making, as you say, the arms, or even the inner of the arms and the inner of the legs in that fabric?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to
you
waste.
can personalise it as you wish.
And the stuffing, I think it states that you need 200, and that's 250 gram bag.
Yeah.
I got 2 teddies. No, I got 3 teddies out of 2 bags.
Oh.
So, and I would never use anything else but Trimmets. That's always,
it's so
even before I
soft.
came here, that's my go-to. Because like some, when you take them out, it's all clumpy.
Yeah.
That's not, it's like all feathery and it's really, really lovely.
Oh, that's
yeah,
good to
so
know.
it's a really easy pattern to follow. There's not many pieces to it, which is what I like, because you make Teddy in 2 halves.
Okay.
And then you sew him together, or her. I think she's a she. I think he's the he, with his manly stripy ears. But again, don't be put off by the fact that it is like it's dimensional, and I think a lot of people do get a little bit worried when they're making something dimensional. The pattern does state the use of joints.
Okay.
Now, with that one, he's kind of jointed, and he's a bit wibbly wobbly, this one.
So can you do it just with your skein, just with your cotton and go through?
But what I did,
how would you do it?
again, because obviously if this is made, and it is stated in the pattern, if it's made for a child, it has to be safety tested, you have to make it safe. But with this one is kind of jointed.
Yeah, he's still able to sit down, and he's double jointed by the looks of things,
Exactly.
isn't he?
So I didn't,
Very
because
flexy.
what I would have normally done is just sewn the arms on and then sewn the legs, so they would have been static. But what I did with this one, I sewed it, I caught it on the inside of the arm. So I caught it in here in 2 places, and then I took it all the way through the body and caught it the same on the other, and then pulled it really tight.
Yeah.
So it was kind of jointed. But again, if you're making it for a child, you have to make sure that they are safety tested and that. So, but let's get started.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so you know, I think the lilac is potentially could sell out very, very quickly. It's the most popular, so please do make sure you check out. The turning tools are back in stock for today, but they've already sold out, Wendy.
Oh no.
They've already gone.
Okay, well, I've got them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should be okay, because they're not so small, because sometimes when you make toys, they're really tiny pieces. They're not so small that you won't be able to get your hands and fingers in, but it just makes it much easier because you get a nice curve. So as I say, don't worry about the fact that it's a 3-dimensional pattern. It's not scary at all. And you've got all the templates in here.
How do you trace them off? How do you transfer those?
What I did was I photocopied them. And then just copied them onto the thickest card my printer would take. Now, my printer doesn't take really thick card, but because then I can just use it again. I've already made 3. I'm going to make more because they are so easy. But that's what I did, because then you've always got them.
Okay.
And then just cut them. So I photocopied 1, 2, twice for that one, because obviously you need to cut the body out of one. And then you need to cut the arms and the legs and the ear. And then on the back, again, I did it twice, because you need to cut the body and then the bag strap.
Right,
and then the bag. So I had all my pieces. And on here, it just explains, it tells you where to put your arms and where to put the centre back. So everything is on there that you need. You've got the eye placement. With the position of the arms, that's very much if you're putting the joints in.
Right.
So I didn't take any notice of that. The first time I did, but then because I didn't use the joints, I thought, well, I don't actually need those. Yeah. I just put my arms on afterwards, but that gives you a guide where it needs to go. So the first thing you want to do is cut your templates out. Now, what you do need to be careful about is that obviously, if you're cutting 2 of the same, you need to cut them opposite. So this is just a piece of fabric I just wanted to show you, and it's probably better to do it on the wrong side, because that way you then have the right side of fabrics are already together, so you don't then have to turn them the other way. And you would just lay it, make sure that you don't waste fabric. I don't like wasting fabric, so you would make the turn as small as you could get it to fit the template on. And then you would draw around the template, and then when you cut it out, you have two pieces and they are a mirror image of each other. Because obviously they have to be. So don't lay them out and then cut them out like that, because they're going to be the same way. So you just cut your fabric out. So I've cut all my pieces out. And I
do you label what they are so you
well,
know
I knew what they were because I've got, but I would do that. And if you do it with, if you write it on the inside,
you're not going to see it.
You're not going to see it anyway. But they're very, very obvious that they're different. So that's the back, because this little bit down here is their bottom, so that they can sit. And then this is the front. And then all these little bits that have been cut away here, they're just to create darts.
Right, okay.
Now, the first thing I would say is read the pattern really, really well.
Okay.
Because the
so
first...
make yourself a cup of tea and sit and read
just sit
the
and read it. It's not really,
Don't
really
skip
long,
ahead.
so it's not going to blind you with science. But yes, read it well, because I read there that you use a 1/4 of an inch seam. So I merrily just did the darts, and then it wouldn't fit, because you don't need to do the darts with a 1/4 of an inch. And when you then read the pattern properly, like I should have done first, it says small.
Okay.
So you have to do really small darts. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to create the bottom on the back, and we're going to create a little bit of shaping around the head here.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
So this is one for beginners, you would say as well, if you're not a toy maker as such. So
if you're a fairly confident sewer, that's what I would say, and just don't be scared to have a go. If you, and I'm always going on about my pop sack, the preparation of your project and your seam allowance consistency, providing that you do all of those things, then it's going to turn out. I'd say the first time it didn't, but that was a user error, which it normally is with me. I just normally go like, put in a china shop. Because the darts do need to be, as I say, really tiny. So we're going to create those darts now, and we just put the right sides of the fabric together, and we line up the top edge to create that dart down there. And this is where you have to do a really small seam.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2.4, 2.5, just a normal stitch length that you would do for a seam. And I'm going to start a little bit in, and then I'm going to reverse back. Now, I know this machine can take material and it won't gobble up the end, but sometimes, some machines, if you start right at the end with such a small piece, with a small seam, it doesn't like it. So a top tip is to start 2 or 3 millimetres in and then just reverse back to the edge. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do now. And it, as I say, it is a small seam. So I've started a little way in and reversed to the edge and then carried on.
Do you think you could do this wearing tweed or denim or, you know, different fabrics, or would you stick to a quilting cotton?
I can't see any reason why you can't. Yeah. The only thing that is going to happen is it may be a little bit harder to turn the arms out. Yeah. Because they're not huge arms. They're not so small that you can't turn them out, but that's the only thing. The stiffer the fabric, just the harder. And maybe you're not going to get such a nice curve on it if you can't turn it out, but I can't see any reason. How about, that would be amazing, a little tweed teddy, wouldn't it? That'd be fantastic. And I'm just going to do exactly the same. Now this one is tiny, 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 this little one. So you do have to just be a little bit careful that the machine doesn't
Makes all the difference though, doesn't it, having that shaping on the head?
It does. It absolutely does.
And I love, you know, like you said, it can be quite a daunting process doing the face, the character, but you can really sort of personalise them, giving them full-on character, and you could add eyebrows or little bows, or you could add loads, couldn't you?
You could. I even think on the pattern's got a little bow on the head.
Yeah,
so that's a little girl. That one's got a little bow. But yeah, put it around the neck and then it becomes a little boy. Yeah. Or you know, it doesn't matter, because nowadays you can just do anything, can't you? Which is the great thing. So we've now got our back and our front. Now the first thing that we need to do before we join these together is make the ears, because we attach the ear before we sandwich them together between the two pieces. And this is, I don't know if you've got it today, this was had a little bit of interfacing in
Okay.
it, just to make it a little bit more rigid. Not the worst thing in the world if you don't, they'd just be a little bit floppier, but I did with these. So, and again, because you get loads in the pack, don't you? So
Well,
just
is
use
that like a medium weight interfacing?
It is,
yeah?
a medium,
Okay.
yes. And then all I'm going to do is it's really, I've chosen the worst colour possible to demonstrate for you because they look the same on both sides. But I'm going to put the right sides, now even I've got to look to see where they are, put the right sides together, and these have got interfacing on one side. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch. This is where now we do sew, we're going to do our 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to just sew around the ear, around here, and then I'm going to trim away the excess after. Now, when you sew around a curve, oh, it's a good job I spotted that before. It's popped out. But it's so easy to rethread, that's fine.
Yeah, it's got the real fancy threader, hasn't it?
It has. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew all the way around the edge, and when you're sewing a curve, Vix, the best thing to do is just keep lifting your foot as you go around that curve.
Okay.
Don't try and pull it all the way round, otherwise it's going to be a little bit uneven. So
well, it stops with the needle down, doesn't it, on this machine?
Again, if you have the needle down function, this pretty much does everything for you, but if you have the needle down function, then use that. And
you changed all the settings this morning to
Sorry.
personalise you.
Sorry.
No, it's absolutely good. It's great that you can. The NX7's out of stock currently. We do have the UX8. UX8.
We don't talk about that, please, Vix. Thank you very much.
I know, it is. It's got all the same sort of, it looks exactly the same from the one side. The left-hand side looks exactly the same. It's the right-hand side, the computer sort of side of it, that looks like a tablet. It looks like a smartphone.
But I did say that would be no good for me because I've said many a times I'm in awe. When you put on the decorative stitch, you have a little picture here and it shows you as it's doing it. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
So can you imagine if I'd got a little
You'd
screen?
be very distracted.
I would be very. So I'm just sewing around the curve now, and I'm just getting to the point where my foot is going off the material. So now I know that that's the point now for me just to lift my foot and twist. So the needle down, lift your foot. I do a few more stitches. Oh, it's gone off again. So I just lift up and keep twisting it. And that way you're going to get a really nice curve around the top of the ear. Again, it's not important. Sewing is all about just having fun. If I'd have known, I would have done the, because this foot pedal as well, you can almost tell it to do anything as well. So you do have that function.
To lift the foot as well. It's so cool, isn't it?
And I'm just going to do a reverse stitch at the end. Anything that you're turning the other way out and you're putting a little bit of strain on the end, just do a reverse stitch. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to trim away. Now, when I'm trimming, another top tip is if you have the trim line in your line of sight, then you're not going to cut into those stitches because it's really important that we don't cut into them. So if I was cutting that way round, I can't see the stitches.
Ah, yeah,
so,
that's a tip.
But you've got to be careful because you are sort of cutting towards yourself. Just take it really slow. But I can see now because you don't want to cut into them. If you do cut, then you just have to go round again just to secure them. Then all we're going to do is we're going to turn that the right way out, and this is where it was handy to do that reverse stitch at the end so that you're not putting any pressure on the end. And then I'm just going to make that as round as I can possibly get it. And you can see, because I moved the machine, it's got a nice rounded edge. Now, I've done two different things just to show that you can. The pattern says to just put the ears in without any form of crease in them, which I've done there. But for the lady, I've given her quite dainty ears because I've just done a pleat before I put them in. Don't know if you can
That's
see
a good
that.
idea. That gives you nice sort of, nice shaping.
It does, but it doesn't matter how you do them. So I thought that with the man I would do as I was told, but then I went a bit, which I always do.
Megan, can I just say, welcome, first of all. She's just placed my first order with Sewing Street for one of these teddy bear kits. Recently made a teddy bear with another pattern, and she said she was really disappointed with the end result. She said, this one looks very professional. I'm excited to receive it. Jot down today's date as well, Megan. And if you go onto YouTube, type in Sewing Street and then today's date, which is the 7th of March, you'll be able to watch back all of these tips from Wendy as well to help you step by step through it. So let us know how you get on, Megan, but enjoy.
And I'm just pressing the ear because I want it a nice flat ear. And then for this one, I'm going to do as I'm told. I'm actually going to do it the way the pattern states. So I've already done one side because I didn't really think you'd want me to do all this sewing because we need to get him all made, her all made if we can today. So with this one, I haven't put the pleat in. I've just gone straight with that one. And then what you need to do, again, it's very, very obvious once you've made one, is that where you've put the dart in, that's where the ear goes.
Right.
So that then you know when you were saying about labelling them, it is obvious that need to get my teeth in the right way. And then all we do is we're going to place the ear on top in the centre of where that dart is. And I would say pin it. I wasn't going to then, but I thought I'd better because you're working on a curve here. It's very slightly curved, so you want to make that fit round. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to base that, and that just means I'm going to do some stitches within the 1/4 inch seam allowance. Because I would find that quite difficult to sandwich that in between if it's not pinned or tacked first. And I'm a huge fan of tacking first. So I'm just going to pop that on. So I'm not going to increase my stitch length. You can if you want to, but I'm just making sure that I'm sewing within that 1/4 inch seam allowance.
Oh, the book in your next down, by the way, is already selling very quickly.
Oh, it's amazing, that book. It's incredible.
It's brand new in today. Have a look on pre-order if you want to get ahead.
You know what a fan I am of foundation paper piecing.
I know.
This
I
is
know.
amazing.
Well, I'm so pleased that for the birthday that we're doing a foundation paper piece
seemed
show.
apt, didn't it?
And having you. Yeah,
and I don't know
perfect.
if you noticed on the nose of your cushion, I'd kept from my very first show, it's a bit of barley pop.
Oh, and it was our first show together, wasn't it? Oh.
So I've got a little barley pop nose.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Right, so now we just need to put her together because, I mean, how simple is this?
Yeah.
It looks quite difficult, but it's really not. You just need to take a deep breath and just take your time. And all we're going to do now is put the two together. Now, what we're looking for, whoa, there we go, is you want to put, this is how it states in the pattern, this is how you remember it. The ear and the bottom dart are going to be on the same side. So that's how you know you've got the two pieces together. Because when you've got all 4 pieces cut out, the first time I just couldn't work out which one went where.
Right.
But if you just remember that you're going to have an ear and a bottom on the same side.
Okay.
And then all we're going to do is now we need to try and make them fit. They wouldn't fit, as I say, at first because of user error. Now they should fit perfect. And the best thing to do is to pin or clip at the neck area first.
Okay.
And work from the neck outwards.
Do you know, this is actually, do you know sometimes when you see toys that have got bodies and then you have to try and stitch the head on and it's difficult to get round into that curve, whereas this actually eliminates that.
This is what I absolutely love about this, and I must admit the first one that I made, I think it was an elephant, that was supposed to be the simplest pattern in the whole world.
Yeah.
It looked hideous. It looked awful, but this looks like a teddy.
Yeah, it does.
Mine didn't. As I say, Mum was happy, she didn't really care what it looked like. Then all we're going to do is clip or pin the end one first, and then you can, it should fit,
yeah,
but then you can just
ease it in.
Ease it in. We like a little bit of easing, don't we?
Easy like a Sunday morning.
Oh, very
Sunday.
nice.
It doesn't feel, I don't know why it doesn't feel like a Sunday.
I hadn't got a
today.
clue what day it was today.
No, I don't think I know ever what day it is. Haven't known for the last year.
When we get back to normal, will we ever? I hope we do. And then all we're going to do, again, is pin the end. It's not a pin, it's a clip. And then clip the rest. So we've now got clips all the way down that side. It actually fits because, you know, if you do follow the instructions, Vix.
Well done, Wendy.
Yeah. I will learn one day, won't I, to actually just not wing it. And that's the really bad thing about really designing things and knowing what you're doing. You automatically assume that you know what everyone else is doing. And I am getting better, though.
This is what's good about, you know, working from other people's patterns though, I bet, is that you think, oh, actually, they've done it like this. And
Yes.
you can just automatically skip ahead and try and do it as you know, but do make sure that you
Yes, please don't
go
do that.
with pattern.
And
Oh.
then we have a little bit of a curve here, but I'm not, I'm kind of easing the fabric around on this one. And then you just get past the neck, and you want to go 1/4 of an inch past the neck, because then we're going to lift and then we're going to go down the back.
Okay.
So by doing that, we know that it's going to be in the right place. Sorry, I stopped you mid-flow then. You were just going to say something.
Oh, I was
weren't
just
you,
going to
Vic?
say,
Sorry.
Charlene, what a beautiful idea. She's doing a memory bear. That's really special, really, really special. That would be lovely. I've seen them a lot more recently. Lots of people who are making different memory bears or memory quilts. Lovely idea.
It's an amazing idea, isn't it? And even just for when babies outgrown everything.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, unless you're saving it for the next one and the next one and the
Yeah.
next one. Once you've used all the clothes, that's just like, oh, do you remember the time? Or I just think it's amazing. So I've gone down the side. So now we've got pretty much our teddy bear is complete. We just need, that's it.
Yeah.
We just need to put the two together. Now, before we do that, because we are working with curves, we do need to release the tension from the fabric, because if we were just to turn it in, there's a lot of tension there. So we just need to snip where it's curved. But again, make sure that you don't snip in to the actual stitch itself. If you do that, which I have done before, just make sure you run down again. And then I'm just releasing the tension. You can do little V's, or you can just snip it, or you can use your, what's the ones with the pinking shears?
Yeah.
You can use those, or you can cut really close to the line. But I always think if you're making something that you need to be strong, you probably want to have as much fabric as you can still in the body of the fabric.
Good having a nice pair of sharp snips for this, isn't it?
These, yes, are a must. Well, these are my pom-poms ones for making pom-poms, because you need to have a very sharp pair for your pom-poms. Right, so that's what we've done. I don't know if I did it this side, did I not? Oh, I didn't prepare. Ah, right, so in this one, that's just to show you, I must have had foresight there. I cut really, really close to the stitching.
Ah,
yeah.
Have you gone through your
No,
stitching?
no, but as I say, I think the method of snipping in is preferred, because you still leave quite a little bit of fabric, whereas I haven't got much fabric there. But you can do it either way if you want to. I guess how much it's going to be used, really.
Yeah.
So they're them done. Now, before we put together, I'm just going to show you how to make the arm and the leg, which are, again, very, very easy. You just cut 2 pieces of each. Now, this is where I was saying, Vix, if you've got, with your fat quarter, you could do half and half.
Oh,
We could have
brilliant.
one leg. What would be really great, and this is just how my mind works, if you had one side of the body in one,
Ooh,
and
have
the
you got
other
enough
side...
fabric to do that? Fat quarter?
Well, you probably would, because you'd just need that,
Yeah, so you would.
and an arm and a leg. But that's what I'm saying, if you cut out the bits first,
Yeah.
that you need for the bag and the ears.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you wouldn't, because if you're doing it that way, I'd have one ear and one.
Yeah.
So everything that was, I would do it opposite. So
That's a really good idea.
So that the arm that you've got here matches the fabric on this side of the body. So I'm definitely going to make another one. These are such fun to make. And I can't remember how long it took me, the second one, but I whizzed.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
remember looking at the clock thinking, oh, I don't really want to do
Well,
that.
now
today.
you're not glancing at the pattern or anything. You just know once
No,
you've done it.
absolutely no. So what I have done with the arms and the legs, you do mark the opening. Now, I'm not sure if that's because of when you put if you're doing your joints, because as I say, this is designed if you are jointing it, which I'm not. But as long as you leave a gap for turning, you'll be okay. So I guess you could leave it anywhere. But you're really wanting to leave it under the arm so that you can't see it when Teddy's moving.
Charlene said, can you do this by hand? Can you hand stitch this?
Absolutely. I wouldn't.
No, it would take a little longer.
Absolutely, that would be. I should. I'm not. Well, like free motion. I'm getting there. My motto in life is do the things you can't.
Yeah.
I'm always saying to my
Do you like hand stitching then?
I'm not very good at it, but that's because I don't do it. So I am. That's my challenge. I'm going to make one of these by hand now.
There you go, Charlene.
Yes,
You've inspired us.
You have inspired me. I've been so inspired this week by the Sewing Street fans. Whoa.
Oh, we've had so much on the fan page this week. It's been brilliant.
Incredible.
The pattern, just so you know, hundreds of you have got the pattern on its own. We made sure, obviously, we stocked up on it. It's been very, very busy. It's a Helen Newton pattern. We all know how popular all of her applique projects are. Brand new in today for £9.99 if you do want the pattern on its own. The bundles are still available as well, but at the moment, if you want the pattern on its own, most popular is the lilac bundle, but £9.99 if you want to use your own fabrics. And we've had some brilliant fabric launches this week as well, haven't we?
Oh, whoa. Amazing. I mean, I'm so lucky as well to work with some of these fabrics, and they're just incredible. So once you've sewn all the way round, leaving your gap for turning, again, where anything is curved, then you would just snip to release the pressure of the fabric around the curves.
Okay.
You turn it the right side out. I just want to make sure I get the body sewn because that's the most complicated part on here. But then you just turn it the right side and stuff, and then you'll have your little hole that you've stuffed in, and all you do is over sew. Or, I mean, I
stitch it?
I am a fan, yes you could, I am a fan of a ladder stitch.
Yeah.
The only thing with a ladder stitch, personally I feel it's not as strong.
Okay.
But of course you don't see the stitches,
Yeah.
but yes, just hand, that's where the hand sew comes
stitching
in.
in.
And again, you'll have the same on the leg. If you are, I will just explain that if you are using joints, you don't stuff them until you've put it together.
Okay.
So I did do that with him. I did it with him first. So you put all the things inside before you join the body together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if you're just doing it like I have with this one and just adding them on after, I don't think there's much difference in the look really, apart from he's quite wobbly, isn't he? I kind of like that because you can pull that as tight as you want.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, it's not normal cotton. It's not like the cotton thread. It was
a thick.
I actually, because I'm a
heavy one.
I'm a knitter and crocheter, I always have cotton, like the proper cotton wool.
Yeah.
I use that for that because that's really strong. I guess you could use string.
Yeah.
You use string.
Katie said, morning everyone and bears. She says your stuffing is the best.
It is.
The stuffing's really good. It's just £3.99 if you do need another bag of the stuffing. Oh, and Kerry. Is it our Kerry in Cumbria? Kerry, I haven't said, congratulations on the birth of your little gorgeous girl. She's been watching for months and months, and she's had a little baby girl called Hope. Hi Vicky, what a fab week. Loved watching the show, and happy birthday to your hubby as well. Thank you, Kerry. Do you know, I feel like I know you. It's really weird. Sewing Street, newest fans. Hope also wishes everybody a fab week. I couldn't imagine sharing a better birthday week with you all. Honestly, I can't believe how you're home, all of a sudden you're watching again and you've got a little baby.
That will be you before you know it.
Oh my word.
That will, I'm so excited. So excited.
Oh, I'll be watching all the time when I'm in the delivery suite as well. But just put John on.
Oh, we had golf on in the delivery suite when
Did
I had.
you?
Yeah, because the nurse, my husband said, oh, can she have a telly? Because it was quite a long labour, and they thought, oh, you're so lovely. And I went, it's not for me. He wants to watch the golf. So all we need to do now is we're now going to assemble Teddy. If you were jointing, the legs would be inside now. So you'd have to make sure you get them well out of the way when you sew round. But we're doing it this way.
Okay.
And then it is just a case of matching them.
Ah,
so
right.
the first thing that we do is you want to make sure that you get to the top joined. Now you can push the fabric one side and the other side, so you're kind of nesting it. It's not really going to matter. And then we're just going to do that. And again, the key points, Vix, you want to be doing the neck, because that's one of the key points, and then the bottom. But before I saw this pattern, I actually was not ever going to make another Teddy again, because I was so put off by the previous pattern.
But so when this fell on your doorstep, I bet you were overjoyed.
I looked at it and I thought, no. But once I read it, it's like, do you know what? This isn't scary. And I think what had happened with my previous pattern is it literally boasted that it was like a 4-part pattern. So they'd made it so simple it didn't actually look what it was supposed to look like. But these you can tell these are Teddies.
So what was yours, an elephant?
Yeah, well, loosely. it was loosely an elephant.
Oh, Fiona Hesford made me an elephant. It's honestly, I need to send you a photo of it, Kat. It's so cute. It's wearing like a lovely stripy jumper. I said, you must meet, you've got to meet Fiona Hesford, because she lives down by you.
She does, yes, she's not far from me.
Yeah, you wanted a crash course
Oh,
in,
yes, I'll be there. I'll be knocking on.
But she just wanted a coffee on the beach.
Exactly, yes. I can. They don't do, what's the one that when you don't have any electric? Not, you know, when you take it.
Oh, yeah, just like your little...
Yeah, I can't think what it's called. They don't do those yet, do they? Because otherwise you could just sew anywhere, couldn't you? And I've marked the nose where I put the, I'm going to be putting the embroidery thread. So you want to be doing, and you can also see here, I've marked 2 marks on the back, and that's where I don't want to sew, because if I sewed there, then I wouldn't be able to turn it right way. And as I say, at this point, if you are jointing, you want to make sure that all the arms and legs are tucked in, well, all of them, all 4 of them, are well out of the way. And it's just a case of doing exactly the same, Vix. I go 1/4 of an inch past the neck, and then I lift up, and then I start sewing. And this is where the 1/4 of an inch seam comes in. I'm not going to be too fussy about lifting my foot when I go around the curves, but you can take your time at home. But what I just want to do is I'm going to reach in and make sure the ears are out of the way, because you don't want to be sewing over the ears. But I'm hoping to everyone at home, you know, and I'm not fibbing when I say this, that I'm not a toy maker, I don't make toys, that they can see that this is a very, very easy make. And I think, to your point, to make it with the memory, with the baby clothes and special bits of clothes, I just think that'd be so special.
Have we got the pink poplin spot on the website? I think we've got on the website, if you want to make it like the picture you can see here, we've got this one, this actual fabric on the website. So you'll need 1/2 metre of that. And then if you want to use, sorry, 1 metre of that. And then if you want to use, so 2 units, type in to the website. We just typed in poplin spot and it came up. Maybe type in cerise and that will come up. So if you do want to make it like the picture that you can see to the side here, and then all you need to add is a fat 1/4 for the ears, or I say a fat 1/4, just small pieces from your stash of any of your fabrics, and you can embellish with buttons or bows, pom-poms, whatever you want to embellish with. We do have lots of pinks and different colours on the website, different spots as well. Definitely worth making the most of it.
And that poplin, I work with that all the time.
It's lovely.
And it is the incredible. It's really nice to work with. I have a feeling someone's turned the machine down because it's going a bit slow today, bless it. I'll be working on that in the break. And so I've just sewn all the way around the outside, and I've just left the opening for the back. And it's exactly the same as all the other pieces. Where you've got your curves, you want to release that pressure. So I'm not going to do all of them because it's going to take time, but just take your time and do it, because the more pressure you can release from round here, the nicer it's going to be. And then we just turn it in the right way. And I forgot to mention that I did a reverse stitch at the beginning and the end, purely, as I say, when you're turning something and putting pressure on that end seam, you want to make sure you secure those stitches. And then I'm just going to get my pokey tool. Oh, excuse me. It's a necessity. Sorry, Ted. Sorry.
It doesn't hurt yet. It doesn't hurt yet. He hasn't got his face on.
Hasn't got his face. And then the next thing that you would do is stuff it. Now you need to stuff it for its life.
Okay, you actually use a lot more stuffing than you think, don't you, actually?
I didn't do much. I thought, no, it doesn't need much. It sort of like went a bit wibbly wobbly. You really do need to, and especially the head, you need to really ram it in there.
Yeah.
Because I thought there is no way all that is going to go in that. So you don't quite need the whole bag. Just put it in little sections at a time. How are we for time?
We got a couple of minutes, 3 minutes.
Right, okay. Right, so just, and you can see, normally you have to part it and get rid of all the lumps and bumps. Just pop it in. So you want to be stuffing the head first. So I'm just trying to get some up there just to show you, right. So, but you really want to push it in there.
Well, you've got all this lovely shaping with your darts. You want it to be able to be visible.
Exactly. So you want to give the nose, you really want to ram it into the nose as well. Because that sounds, sorry, Ted.
That's very aggressive for a Sunday morning.
It is very aggressive. Yeah. So you really, really want to stuff it because you want to make sure that this pops out.
Okay.
And then with the eyes, all I did with the eyes is I got the thread and I used the complete, because the complete strands, as many as there were, it might be 6 strands, but I used them all, and then folded them over. So it was 12 strands I used.
Okay.
And then all I did is I started from one side, and I do apologise, sorry Ted, and I threaded it through to the other, and then I threaded it through, and I threaded it, and I kept threading it, and then putting a little bit of tension on it, pulled his eyes in, and then I just did it for his nose. And now with the bag is super, super easy to make. You just make a little, like a big bag handle, so you fold it in
and you get the
half.
template for the strap?
You get all the template for that, and it literally just looks like an arm. Just looks like the arm. So you sew it all the way round, turn it in the right way, and then you fold that up that way, and that way, and then you just place your strap in, like that, and then you sew down either side. By the time you finish Teddy, the bag's going to be easy peasy for you. So, but I'm hoping that I have shown that it is such a simple make.
Oh, you absolutely have. And I suppose if you're not making it for, you know, you've got to be obviously careful if you're making it for a child, we said, but if you're making it as more of a decorative bear for yourself at home, you could put buttons for eyes, couldn't you?
I think, yes, there's buttons on that one,
There's buttons down the front of this. You can embellish away to your heart's content.
Button for eyes would be really easy because all you would need to do is just sew them through and then put a little bit of tension, and then you'd have the 2 eyes right in the place.
Fab. Good. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much, Wendy. Anything else you wanted to mention? We're all good?
No, we're all good.
Foundation paper piecing coming up in the next hour. Wendy's favourite, can you tell? The book is already selling, and it's a great book. All year round, projects for all seasons. It's brand new. Have a look on pre-order. In fact, I'll show you in a bit how you do that so you can get ahead, as it's been very, very busy. Thank you. See you in an hour. See you in an hour.
Welcome.
Okay, so the 3 kits. Let's start with the lilac. We've got the beautiful Rose and Hubble. It's a poplin weight cotton. There's only a few of these left now. That's a whole metre, which is plenty. Absolutely oodles and oodles of fabric. Plus you then get your fat quarter as well, and your Helen Newton pattern, plus you get an embroidery scale in there to embellish the face for just £19.99. We ordered hundreds of these, just so you know, 100 of these. Great day today to jot down today's date, because we did cover virtually all of the tips and techniques from Wendy there, so it's definitely worth watching it back whilst you're making as well, if you're new to toy making. Now the grey. The grey is lovely. It comes again with your fabrics, your skein and your pattern. This is going to give it another different look, isn't it? It'd be really nice. Please, if you make this up, would you put a picture on the fan page? Because I'd like to see this all made up. You get a whole metre of your grey. You get a fat quarter of your turquoise blue. You get your skein and you get your Helen Newton pattern for less than £20. There are so many of you who have got this in your basket. Don't forget, it's not yours until you check out. It's not yours until you check out. I'd hate for you to miss these. It's been the sort of theme, the running theme of the week is, I'm so sorry it's sold out. I'm so sorry it's sold out. We've tried to get as many as we can back in stock for the Roundup show at 11 o'clock. So stay tuned, that's coming up later on. Now, finally, the stripy bear. You have got your metre of your mottle lovely, is it called cream vanilla? You've then also got your fat quarter of your stripe, you've got your skein, DMC skein, and you're getting Helen Newton's pattern with all of her templates as well. And don't forget, everybody who's buying, if you check out just on this, if you just buy the toy stuffing, if you just buy the interfacing, if you're just getting the instructions on their own, or in fact, anything on the website, you are automatically entered into 2 prize draws. First one is our daily prize draw. It's only for today. Everyone who shops just today, you're entered into the brilliant bundle. Thank you ever so much to Rachel Cross from Creative Grid. She actually, Rachel the ruler, her name is printed on a lot of the rulers. We've got a really, really good connection with Rachel at Creative Grid, and she sent all of these for us to add to our daily prize draw. So that's a really amazing giveaway today. All of those rulers, and all you have to do is check out of your basket. You're entered then. Also, the weekly prize draw is epic. We don't have a picture because it's been added to every single day. I think it's now full. I don't think we could pack any more into it unless anything comes through the post today. I think we're completed. We've got sewing machine in there. We've got the steamer in there. We've got Fiona Hesford patterns. We've got Moders, fabrics, Liberties. We've got Yvonne Macatamney. Wendy's bought in some bits and bobs. I think Jane Greenough bought in some things yesterday as well. We've had loads, absolutely loads entered into that draw. It is a whopper of a prize, so please just check out on anything, and it's the last chance to get involved in that. Quick message from Rosemary. Hi Rosemary, she says, morning everybody, I've been watching since February as I'm new to sewing. All the guests make everything look so easy. Our guests are brilliant, aren't they? Honestly, our guests are brilliant. We're so lucky. We've made it to 1 year old now, and I remember back in the day, it doesn't feel like yesterday that we were in our old little studio. Wendy and I, we were doing our barley pops, and gosh, it was crazy. We started it, I remember the days we lay until 9 o'clock and did 1 hour. And here we are, 5 hours in our brand new studio with loads of guests, with Yarn Lane as well, our sister show. So yeah, it's been an amazing year, and that's thanks to everybody at home, of course. Right. We've got gifts galore coming up in the next hour. We've got brand new Moda fabric as well. Plus then Wendy's going to be joining me back at 10 o'clock. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Wendy Orlando and I'm a craft blogger. You can find me over at thecraftyco.com, and if you do head on over and have a peep, you will see that I'm a tutorial blogger. I do all kinds of crafts, but my passions are crochet, knitting and sewing, which I've done for over 45 years. In that time, I've made lots of mistakes, but I have learnt lots of tricks and top tips that I can't wait to share. What I'd like to bring to the Sewing Street table is to show that you don't need to have gone to university or have a degree in design to be able to sew. You just need passion, a bit of courage to take the first steps, and a whole lot of patience. Oh, and an unpicker. You will need an unpicker. I do hope that you will follow me as I take my Sewing Street journey, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
We are celebrating Sewing Street's first birthday this week. Celebrate with us every day from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our website, our YouTube channel, Facebook Live, or on the Sewing Street app. Our birthday week is jam-packed with brand new projects, lots of guest designers, and amazing daily giveaways not to be missed. Make sure you're watching us live every day to be in with a chance to win one of our daily giveaways. And the fun does not stop there. We are also giving everyone who shops with us a free Sewing Street pin badge to commemorate our first birthday, as well as a Sewing Street mug. Remember to join us for all the fun celebrations from Monday, the 1st of March, right up until Sunday, the 7th of March.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping!
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33. In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us.
Hello, welcome back. It's so lovely having Wendy back, isn't it? She's always such a... Oh, she's just such a tonic, so energetic, and just what you need on a Sunday morning at 6 a.m. So it is brilliant to have her with us, especially to finish the birthday. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, Kat. No pressure, but you're going to have to pull out all the big guns tomorrow. We're going to have full-on birthday blues, aren't we? This is the great thing about having a whole week birthday, but at the end of it, you're like, oh... Is it not normal having cake now for breakfast tomorrow? Please do keep us company all next week, because we're going to all have birthday blues, aren't we? And we are going to spoil you rotten on Tuesday's show. All I'm going to say is... In fact, no, I'm not even going to give anything away. I'm not going to give anything away. Yes? Do you remember what you sent me the photo of, Kat, that's back in stock? Yes. Right, I'm not going to say it anymore. But if you know me and you know what product I go absolutely crazy about, that it comes in and literally disappears, we've got loads of them coming in on Tuesday. I'm not going to say it now because Hannah or John might still be watching, and then they might nab it off us. In fact, no, John's not here tomorrow, is it? It's Bex. Right, anyway, this hour, if you would love some brand new Moda fabrics, well done if Eagle Eyes, you spotted it on the website and secured the whole mega bundle, because it's already sold out. Have got them by the half metre though, so don't worry. Now, the bundle itself is adorable. It's called On the Farm. It's absolutely gorgeous. You've got little sheep, little chicks. You even got a floral print in there. You've got cows, you've got a tractor, you've got windmills, you've got pigs, you've got cows. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So the mega bundle, as I say, has completely sold out, but we've got them individually by the half metre. Congratulations if you got it. Can we do from the most limited, just so that we get a chance to show you? The most limited is the chicks in eggs. It's Easter soon, isn't it? Easter. These will be really, really lovely for Easter. And I love this neutral colour background. That's a lovely colour, isn't it? Half a metre. It doesn't look like in-your-face Easter novelty fabric, does it? It's actually little chicks hatching. It's so cute. Okay, this is about to sell out. It's brand new in today. If you've got it in your basket, we are oversubscribed, so please do make sure you're checking out as soon as you can. Remember, this is your chance now, if you're thinking of larger projects, to buy the half metre. So we'll cut it off the bolt for you. I saw a message come in from a lady last week saying, why is it that you only sell half metres? And I said, I must explain that this is, yes, the price per half metre. So if you want to add extra units to your order, extra quantity to your order, it will all come joined up. So if you do want to buy a metre or a metre and a half, it will all come in one big piece. So absolutely make the most of it whilst you can. It's so, so soft. Moda are renowned for their quality of their fabrics. If you do want those last, in fact, metre and a half left. That's it, a metre and a half. We've got no other chicks in eggs. The reason I say that is because it looks like these are chicks and eggs, but they're not, they're sheep. They are sheep. That's the only one that we have. There isn't another one of those in a different colourway. We've got the grey background, the blue and the red in the sheep. Did you see Yarn Lane? Was it yesterday or the day before? With the lovely sheep cushions. They were absolutely adorable. But if you aren't a knitter, and I was looking at that, in fact, Wendy's now sorting out all of my knitting for me, then Emma was asking earlier on, what's easier then, knitting or sewing? And I suppose there'll be knitters at home that will say, oh, knitting, it's easy, it's easy. It's just what you're used to, isn't it? But if you want to make yourself a cushion, Emma, honestly, we can show you how to do an envelope back cushion in half an hour, if that. You could do something so quick. With this collection, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. In fact, this would be perfect. Kat's just bought a new home. She says, I need to get some draft excluders. It's going to get warm soon. It's going to get warm soon, though. It's just gone very cold again. This morning was -3 in the car. I thought we were just about getting all springy, although it was light when we arrived today. 6 o'clock this morning, it was light. Just £6, 99.5 metre. And I love the fact that you haven't got a direction to this. What about a really cute top, like a blouse or a... That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Because you can still do dressmaking with quilting weight fabric. It just... It will have more structure to it. Just be aware, I wouldn't make, a really drapey dress with it. It's not going to give you the drape. But for a blouse or a top, this is going to be lovely. £6.99, a half metre. We also have it in red. Remember, the only way of getting these is now by the half metre. They've all sold out in the bundle. They're brand new in, especially for the birthday. This is £6.99.5 metre, and it is Moda. It's quality fabric. It's super, 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 super soft. £6.99. Oh, don't worry, it's not your eyes. There we go. If you want to buy, then you can, of course, jump to the website. You can also speak to the customer service team. There's plenty of ways of getting involved. It's so pretty. Remember, even if you're buying just one half metre unit today, just half a metre of this fabric, which is going to be so lovely for half a metre is equivalent to 2 fat quarters. So if you've got any of Debbie Shaw's or Wendy Gardner books, any of the fat quarter books off the website, there is so much that you can do with a fat quarter. The Highland cow, you're thinking, in sheep fabric. Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Is that saying? Just £6.99.5 metre. But what I was thinking was, I can't remember what I was thinking now, to be honest. I can't remember. My memory, it is a real thing, baby brain. It took me a long time to remember. I'm really, really bad at, I'm ever so forgetful at the moment. This is so lovely on sky blue. How pretty is that? I think it's because, I think we're all in the same boat with this, that we're all, because every day is just blending into one, we have nothing, I have no idea if it's a Sunday. Oh, Charlene, will you be getting any more of the Moda Aloha fabric back in? I've not seen the Aloha range. Oh, it was yesterday. I know that we've had questions about the Aloha fabric, Kat says, through the website as well. We're going to try and get some more back in. Oh, the Tree of Life. Honestly, I will absolutely, of course, have a word with Delphine and say, come on, we need more of these, because they were beautiful. And I know they completely sold out. We can't do it today at 11. They're not on the website, but I can't promise you it'll be on Tuesday or Wednesday, but please stay tuned, because if we can get them back in, we absolutely will. This is so pretty. A bedtime reading cushion, like counting sheep, absolutely. We did a counting sheep, a plique project. Oh, it was a Helen Newton. In fact, we've got the instructions on their own today. Why not grab this to go with it? Because you could have this as, you could have it as a border, you could have it as the back, you could have it, that would be really cool actually. Perfect. Oh, Debbie, amazing. She's just put, morning, Vicky. I'm so addicted to Sewing Street. Honestly, so am I. I can't stop watching. And she says, I can't stop spending. She says, just bought a mannequin for my dressmaking. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You won't look back. Honestly, they are really good sort of investments to be able to have. It's not something you're going to need to replace year after year. It's something that you will have. Which one did you go for, out of curiosity, Debbie? Which one did you go for? Right. Shall we do these ones? Now we've got it again in the same red, the green, and that lovely beige, which is the same one that we saw with the chicks. Has the chicks sold out? Yeah, chicks have gone. Mega bundle's now gone as well. Right, these are lovely. What about like a lovely drawstring bag or a tote bag that you take to your farmer's market to put your fruit and veg in? Oh, they're lovely. Look, you've got your little, you've got your little cows. Right, what does it mean when they're lying down? Does it mean it's going to be sunny? No, it's going to rain when they're lying down. Ah. And look, you've got like little, are they little hearts or are they little hens? Or little flowers, little seeds, crops. They're so cute. Look, you've got your tractor there. You've got your lovely trees. I just really love this background colour. This would be nice for a nursery, actually, wouldn't it? What do you think? Back of a playmat or front of a playmat. I saw this beautiful quilt the other day on somebody's Facebook. It was one of our presenter, Elle. She just had a baby, and she's got this gorgeous quilt. And yeah, it's a circular quilt. And it's so cute. And I sent it to Hannah and Kat and said, oh, I really want to make this. But just this would be lovely. It's a big circle. Yeah, it was just a subtle hint to them. Like, I really want this quilt. £6.99. No, I just thought our producers of the shows might be able to make it happen, that we can bring a kit onto the show. We've also got it in green and red. Okay. These are lovely as well. They're all absolutely beautifully soft. I can't wait for you to get them home. Right, the red. This is a nice red. There are lots of different shades of red. It's called, is it like a scarlet red? It's lovely. That is so, I see it looks completely different in the red, doesn't it? Really stands out. Picks up all of the detail of the houses. Oh, gone with the deluxe medium cherry red. Oh, fantastic. The measurements should be on the website. Oh, Debbie, that's so exciting. You'll love that. It is an amazing dress form. It will come directly from Adjuster Form. But if you've bought it today, you're still entered into the prize draw. If you bought anything off the website, you're entered into the prize draw. So it's definitely worth making the most of anything that you need today, because yeah, it's the last day to be entered into the draw. Are you going to do all the reveal of the winners tomorrow then on the show? Yeah, I think so. I think it will all be revealed tomorrow. £6.99, half a metre. And then we've got it in the green. Right, now this is a different colourway to any others that we've seen. It's the only one that's in this green colourway, but you do then see it ties in with all of the other fabrics that we're going to see. It's the same colour. That's the good thing about Moda, is that they've thought of everything. So all the colours tie in together. The different scales of print are thought about. So if you want to do a lovely quilt, you've got all of those elements. It's 112 wide, quilting weight cotton, 100% cotton, so beautifully soft, and will be really nice to sew with. That's a nice green. I think that's quite chartreuse. £6.99. We know the mega bundle is sold out now. We know the mega bundle is sold out, so all of these now, this is the only way of managing to get them. And in fact, there's a lot of people who have checked out. Oh, Samantha, I was thinking, who's tired? They're tired. I was thinking, I am a bit tired actually, but I'm all right today. I was thinking, do I look really tired? No, but you're on about the cows, aren't you, Samantha? Because I said, why are they lying down? They're tired. That was it. They're tired. Oh, Debbie, honestly, you will have so many projects to be able to get on with, though. So many projects to get it on with. Jackie's messaged in. She says, stop, I've already checked out on 2 baskets. You're leading me astray. Remember, though, it's one big basket. You check out as many times as you want, but it's one big basket, so you'll only pay 1 P&P, don't worry. Now, we've only got one of this floral. We've only got, we haven't got this in any other colourway, and this is lovely. It goes with everything. It goes with the bundle, but actually, this isn't just for, you know, on your farm projects. This is a lovely springtime fabric, isn't it? Oh, the teddy would look nice in this. The teddy would be lovely in this. What colour scheme are you doing, Kat, for your home? Bathroom is terracotta. The kitchen is black and wooden, okay. Dark wood for the living room. I'm just thinking what colour draft excluders and things like that will you want? Do you want something a bit bright? Do you want to add some colour in? Oh, I do think just adding that splash of colour, especially going towards spring. These colours are lovely, aren't they? Morning, Jenny. Have you had a lie-in this morning? She said, morning, everybody. Oh, bacon sarnie. That's what we should have done this morning. We should have had a bacon sarnie. £6.99. Half a metre in blue. The only one that we have in blue. And it is the same blue that you see on the sheep fabric. Okay, lots of these are close to selling out, by the way. Really, really limited. Now, we've also got 3 of my favourites. All 3 colourways, and these are so cute. Let's start with the blue, because it's the same blue that we've just been looking at. Oh, no! Right, my fave, there's only 2 metres left. That is, oh, I think this would be a great play mat. I think this would be a really, really cool. And you could quilt this really easily. You've almost got all of the formation. They're all in lines to be able to quilt it. Pigs, little windmill, tractor. We've had a message come in from Pat. Banada, 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 lovely lady, +1. Thank you. It said, what a table display of gorgeousness. Where to start? I know. There is so much going on today. It's the last day of birthday, though. It's the last day. We're making the most of it. We've got cakes galore again. It's the last day that I can eat cake. I've had cake every day this week. Every day. And it's Kieran's birthday today. We ordered last night one of our favourite restaurants. We had a Zizi's takeaway. It was really nice. And Kieran ordered a brownie. And I said, oh, no, you don't need any sweet things. We've got so much cake, because every guest keeps bringing in cakes. And we have to take them home, obviously. We have to take some home for our families. This is lovely as well, isn't it? I love that really lovely dark green. Look at your little chicks. It's a green. It's a khaki green. Nice earthy tone, isn't it? Just £6.99 a half metre. I love pigs. Look at the little pigs. They're so cute. Right, all of these very, 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 very popular. We've only got one final fabric to go. Remember, the mega bundle's now completely sold out. You got the little chicks. You got the cows. Oh, they're so cute. Finally, we've got one other colourway, this time with, I think it's a white background. White background. I don't think it's an ivory. No, I'd say that was white. Oh, is it cream? I'd put that with white, you know. This, maybe half a metre of scarlet, half a metre of chartreuse, or just any of the others if you want to just team in one of the chartreuse fabrics. Just even buying half a metre of this and half a metre of a contrasting one, they will work together really well. Just £6.99 a half metre. Brilliant price, absolutely brilliant price. Now, we will also just quickly mention, as pre-order for the paper piecing book is going crazy. Now, this is going to be launched in the next hour with Wendy. Those of you that have not yet got yours, some of these fabrics that we've seen would be brilliant for foundation paper piecing. If you do want to jump to the website and reserve your place early, go to www.sewingstreet.com. If you go to sewingstreet.com and click on Watch Live. So you can see there, click Watch Live. You can message Kat, message the studio here, and then scroll down all of the fabrics that we've had on so far, everything that's been on the show. So if you want to get any of the, Mega Bundle sold out, Chick Fabric sold out, but have a look through and see what is available if you want any bits and bobs from Wendy's show. On the right-hand side, there, pre-order. If you click on that, this is everything that's still to come in today's show. So there's lots of lovely gifts from Seams. We've got some really lovely fabrics. Look at that sunflower one. Sunny Fields. We'll do that one next because that's so lovely. If you keep scrolling down, there it is. It's only £12.99. Oh, no wonder that's already very, very popular. Lots of those back in stock. The Carol Dotes foundation paper. I don't think I've ever done a foundation paper piecing show where we've had it in stock. It's so good, but I've got a feeling that could sell out before the end of the hour, so absolutely make the most of that. Plus all your roundup kits, are they on pre-order? Everything is on there. Everything is on there. Okay, let's do this lovely Sunny Fields fabric. This is so lovely. Talking about the mornings being lighter and brighter, look at this. This is so gorgeous. Even if you want to applique a pocket onto some black dungarees, if you want to use it as a contrasting fabric, as a bucket hat, how cute would that be? For the summer, what about huge cushions to have in the garden, or a kneeling stool to have when you're gardening? Gardener's apron bag. That would be really, really nice. I say, I know, do gardeners wear I'm imagining like an apron to keep your tools in? Or a storage thing to keep all your seeds, bits and bobs like that for gardeners. This is so fresh and vibrant. It's gorgeous. In fact, I'd be tempted to even just take a small element of it and do some extra embroidery, hand stitching on top of it, and have it as a little wall hanging or as a greetings card. £7.49 a half metre. It is, again, really lovely quality. I'm wondering whether it's a slightly lighter weight, which will mean it will be really lovely for dressmaking as well. How about an amazing summer dress? So striking, so striking. It's just £7.49 a half metre. We've had a message. Hello in Lancashire. Message come in. Fab show. When you say check out as many times as you want, you always remind me of the Eagles song, Hotel California. Hotel California. Such a lovely place. I need to sing the song to know where it says. It must say, yeah, you can come and you can check out as many times as you want. Oh, I'll have to listen to the song now. Sorry. I hope you like that song, that it reminds you of it. Just £7.49 a half metre for your Sunny Fields. We've also got a brand new Cat's fabric. Oh, this is nice. The Cat's fabric, always obviously very, very popular. Oh, check it out. Half the stock's already gone. Half the stock is already gone. We had hundreds of units. This is your 9 live cats. Oh, it's so cute. Do you know they look like Nellie and Norman? I wonder if John's seen this. Oh, I saw it. It came up on Facebook, a picture of them the other day, and I used to house sit for John years ago, and I love Nellie and Norman. They'd lie on you like dogs. They just want to cuddle all the time. Oh, it's so cute. No, Nellie was quite independent, but Norman was just, really cuddly. Oh, they're so lovely. Look at all of these. You could do your quilt as you go cat placemats with them. You could do, there's loads you could do. You could just applique them, couldn't you? Put them onto different garments or bags. Loads of people have already checked out on them today. I'm not very good at breeds of cats, at knowing what sort of cats all of these are. Is this a tabby cat? I'm really bad with breeds of cats. Please do message in, because John's cats were a really unusual breed. No, I can't. Oh yeah, the ragdolls are the really furry ones, aren't they? They're really, really cute. I don't know what John's, what breed they were. These look like Siamese cats, don't they? But I don't think they were Siamese cats, you know, Norman and Nellie. Someone will message in and tell me. £5, 99.5 metre. And look, you've even got your little balls of wool and your spools and your fish. Brand new in today. Right, I think brand new in today and also out today by the looks of things. We started with hundreds of units and loads of you have got them in your basket. If you haven't yet checked out, remember you can buy as much as you want of this and you'll still only pay 1 P&P. Is that how it goes? You can check out as many times as you like. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. That's what Kat's just sang it like that in my ear. No, you didn't. You didn't sing it better than that. That's exactly how you sang it. Fantastic cat fabric, going to make a great waistcoat. Woo woo! That's from Derek. Right, when are we going to see this on your Monday sing along? My gang are all moggies. Right, Derek, you sound like a man that knows cat breeds. Which ones? Which ones are all these then? Let us know. Alison were Burmese. Right, Nellie and yeah, that sounds right. Our last cat was a Burmese. Our present cat is a Siamese. So, Alison, are these Siamese cats on here or are they Burmese? How are you, Alison? There's still so much cake, Alison. We haven't touched John. No, John has to keep him and freeze him. Put him in the freezer. I could not believe when I saw that it was Mike's birthday and you'd made another cake. And you're so slim. Do you eat all this cake? Right, we've got 3 last fabrics this hour. These are brand new, all from the same range, but we haven't bundled them. We've got them individually, but they all, let me show you them because they all tie in really beautifully together. Have you got the eagles on now? Okay, let's start with the full purple one. These all tie in together beautifully, called Dark Purple Leaves. This purple is really nice, really rich, a nice plum. £5.99. Oh, there's Siamese on the fabric, so they're not like Nellie and Norman. What's that, sorry? Oh, yes, the, what are they called? Sphinx? I can't say it. The ones that, if you've got allergies, they're good, aren't they? But the ones, they're the hairless or the furless cats, aren't they? £5.99.5 metre. This would be beautiful for bag making. This is really lovely. I always like purple for home decor as well. I think it's really soothing. I think it's the lavender for a guest bedroom or a bedroom. It's really lovely. You could do some really nice bolster cushions or a nice blind, couldn't you, with this? If you do want to do bag making, or if you want something that's got more structure, all you need to do is add some interfacing. We've got Bosel on the website. We've got H640 on the website, which I know if you watched on Wednesday with myself and Debbie Shaw, was it Wednesday? On Wednesday's show, that was the interfacing that she was recommending. We've also got the navy background with the pink flowers. That's really pretty. Are these all from the same collection then? Sunshine, sunshine. Are they still from the same one as the big sunflowers, the sunny days? No. That one was just sunshine. This is sunshine. Sunshine. I understand. Oh, this would be a really pretty dress. Cotton dress. Summer cotton dress. Does have a direction to it, but oh gosh, it looks like Liberty, doesn't it? Very similar to one, it reminds me of one of the Winterbourne House range. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. Again, this would be nice. This is a really deep, almost navy blue with a bit of a purple to it. £5.99 a half metre for your Sunshine Navy Stems fabric. Final one, literally only one left. This is it, the last one from this range. And that's all the brand new fabric that we've got. This is lovely and bright, isn't it? Oh my word. It's also got those ochres. I suppose you could tone it down if you wanted. It's really bright and vibrant, but then look, you've got really gorgeous ochres as well in there. You've got the duckhead blues, you've got your pinks. You know, if you've got a solid navy, that would look really nice. I think that would look lovely. Lovely with a solid navy, actually. Or you could pull out loads of colours from here, because you've got different tones of green. You've got like a chartreuse in there as well. Let me put it next to the chartreuse, the farmer's one, the new Moda. Chartreuse. That would look nice as well. But you're the expert at home. You're better than me at putting together fabrics. I don't like to put my options out there, because then I do it and then I go, oh, actually, it doesn't work at all. But if there are any of these left, we'll put some bundles together. We'll put some little bundles, because you could put so many colours with this. So many different colours. Do we have one of these solids? Do we have like a misty blue or like a duck eggy blue? £5.99. I tell you what, I know where we've got all the solids in that early bird special from yesterday. It was amazing. Yesterday's early bird was, how many, 20 something metres of fabric? 21.5 metres of fabric. I think there is still actually availability of the bundle. I'm going to have a look. I'm just going to indulge in all of this for a minute. Look at all this. I think these are all of the solids that we stock. And we've cut them all into half metre pre-cuts as a very, very special early bird special, which we can do. We're going to do it anyway. If you want all of these fabrics, all of these fabrics, birthday special price, it's going to be brilliant. So with this one, yeah, you could do your misty blue. Yes. Goes perfectly, even if we do say ourselves. Maybe this one. What's there? Maybe your paprika with it. What do you think? And then maybe rose. I'm getting better, aren't I? Matching colours in. Oh, but I tell you what, if you've got this bundle of fabric, it is as easy as that. You've always got the colour that matches in. And not many places, should we do the bundle now? There aren't many places that you can physically stock this amount of solid prints. Look at all of those fabrics stacked up. £149.99. It's eligible for split pay. You can get this on split pay. Wow. Right. Now, I thought they were all half metres, but they're not. You've also got some metre cuts in there as well. So for £49.99, you can get it home and start playing around with all of your different designer fabrics and mix them in with your solids. This is going to go such a long way, from your black to all of your different blues. I'm so pleased that we're able to put it back. I think this will not be available. After today's show. It will get broken down after today's show and been put into different kits. Obviously, it's taken our warehouse team so much time to be able to pre-cut these all ready to go. So there's only a certain amount that we can do. We've honoured the birthday special price though. It's £149.99 and available on split pay. So just a quick reminder, if you missed yesterday's show, look at all of these colours. And you do get a metre of ivory in there. You get a metre of white in here. You've got a metre of navy. You've got a metre of dark grey. A metre of sapphire at the bottom. A metre of cream. And a metre of light grey. So all of those are metres. All of those are metre pieces. Sapphire, navy, dark grey, light grey, white, ivory and cream. All of those metre pieces, which are all your sort of staple piece colours, aren't they? And then half a metre pre-cuts of all of these. Go on, let's put ourselves to the test and try it. We're going to try and name them. Black, I think that's cobalt. Cadet blue it is, cadet blue. Royal. Oh, those two look very similar. Marine, it is different though, it's slightly different shade. Marine, Copen, Sky. Sky, Candy. Chambray, Misty Blue. Teal, Emerald, Fur. Emerald, yeah. Khaki, Silver Mink, Silver or Elephant. We do this all off the top of our head, by the way. This could be all very, very wrong. Oh no, Cat is checking. That's Elephant. Magenta, Amethyst, Imperial. Oh, it's just called purple. Amethyst, Rose, Blush, Bright Pink, Pomegranate, Raspberry, Red. I think that's just called Red. Scarlet, Rose, Paprika, Hot Tomato, Orange, Sunshine. Oh, is that a gold? Corn yellow, Sunshine, and beige. Oh my word, why did we do that? That wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. I don't want to be your phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for Rose and Hubble names of fabrics anymore. All of those. $149.99, or of course split pay today. It's 0% interest. You might as well, and you get all of that home after your first payment is made. So we've got a new bracket of split pay that's new this week. So now anybody that's purchasing over £99, it's split over 2 months, which is another really great birthday treat. If you're wondering how you make it split payable, so if you want to buy this, for example, you can choose split pay by going onto the web, and once you add this to your basket, if you click on your basket, then you can see there's a little tick box that says 3 split payments. Click that. The first payment will come out with your postage and packaging, and then after that it will be 2 further payments of just $49.99. Easy payments. That is a great order, isn't it? That is a really special order to be able to get through the post. Love it. Right, we've got 15 minutes. Should we do some other little gifts? This was brand new this week. We actually had it as an early bird. There are still availability. We've kept it at the early bird special just for this week. So we actually did find a cheeky price comparison on this one as well. It's so beautiful and plush. It's really, really lovely. I do love the print and I love the trim around it as well. It's really classic. The top of it's all cushioned, so you could use this to put your pins or your needles in if you wanted to. It's a really nice size. So if you're having it just down the side of the sofa, maybe as a project, a hand sewing project box, maybe some of your EPP bits, or a storage to sort your butter patterns and sort of different haberdashery. I'll always remember my mom's got a sewing box like this, and it was so nostalgic to me because I'll always remember being little and going through it, and it is such a lovely sort of nostalgic thing to have, that classic sewing box, isn't it? So this was £36 elsewhere. They've got it on offer for £18, but it was 36. So it is a really lovely quality sewing box. A majority of ones that I've seen of this sort of size and quality have been around the £25 mark. So £18 is a good price. Today, we're at £12.99. Now you're going to get entered into the prize draw. In fact, 2 prize draws. The first one, the daily prize draw giveaway, which is the biggest bundle of Creative Grid rulers. Hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of Creative Grid rulers there, definitely. 2 cutting mats, the circular rotating one, and your big main cutting mat. Template plastic. You've got your main 24-inch ruler in there. You've even got a face mask template. You've got a big square ruler. You've got mini ones, which we've never even had on the show before. So really, really exciting. If you want to be involved in the prize draw, you just have to check out. Just have to check out on any of the items on our website or any of the items on the show. But this has got a nice little handy drawer and a lovely space for storage, as well as a pin cushion and your little extra pocket. Just £12.99. Just wanted to let you know that there is still availability on that, as it was a really popular early bird earlier on in the week. Okay, we've also got... Oh, now I absolutely adore seams. I will always recommend it, and these are brilliant, brilliant gifts. So there's a few different packs for people. We've got the nail oil individually. It's lovely, isn't it, Emma? I've got it next to me. This is something that I use every single morning when I come in. It's really, really nourishing. It's designed with sewers in mind. So that being said, it's not greasy. It's not going to leave, lots of grease all over your fabrics. You don't even need to squeeze the pipette. You just need a tiny little dab of it on your cuticles. It's such a luxury. But of course, with us all obviously washing our hands throughout the whole day, with also if you go into the supermarket and have used the antibacterial wash or the antibacterial gel, it can be really quite abrasive on your hands, and through the winter our hands have really suffered. So just giving yourself a little treat, maybe at night when you get into bed, just putting your nail oil on or using it on any other dry bits. So if you've got any elbows or your knees, your feet, we're going to be putting our flip-flops on soon, aren't we? Kat lived in flip-flops till about October. She's such a summer girl. She's always in her strappy tops and her flip-flops, and she's so excited to get back in her flip-flops. But we've got to make sure our feet are ready. Mine aren't at all. But this is so lovely, and it smells absolutely beautiful. So this is designed to soften, nourish and restore particularly dry nails and skin. So use it morning and night or as required. Massage it into your hands on any rough area, dry patches such as elbows, knees and heels. Just a little drop is all that you need. So it's got a shelf life of 12 months once you've opened it, and it will last that time. From my experience, if you're using it regularly, it's going to still last. You don't need much of it at all. We had a review come in from Jeannie. Hi Jeannie. Said, amazing, wow, leaves your hands and nails silky soft with no residue. That's what Karen, who invented seams, you can watch her back on our show actually. She was the inventor of it, and she went on a milliner's course making hats, and she says her hands were in ruins, and she asked the lecturer, and it was at the London School of Fashion, and said, right, what do you use on your hands? And they said, we haven't found anything. So she went, right, I'm going to invent something. And she went to a really top pharmacist and got lots of ingredients together. I mean, lots of ingredients together. You'll see on the packet here that it is full of ingredients. There are so many different ingredients that give it such a luxury feel. At £21.99, this would be a really lovely gift for somebody. Really, really lovely gift. We also have the hand cream, which this is one that I have bought. I've bought so many hand creams for people. I've bought Yeah, the one we have here is sold out, but I know our sister channel, Jewelry Maker, as well. I don't think they've had Karen on the show, but all of the guest designers and the presenters, they love it. It has been one that's been popular with lots of different crafts and lots of different mediums. In fact, different professions as well. I know the dancers on Dancing on Ice absolutely love this as well. You can imagine their hands being in the cold. Must be really, really dry. But just having this even on your, after doing your washing up, just having it on your window ledge is really, really nice. Having it for anybody who's been working on the front line, anybody who's been working for the NHS, or obviously we're all washing our hands a lot, but can you imagine if you're working for the NHS, you're constantly washing your hands. And I've seen photographs of, people's hands who are so sore, and this is brilliant. I can't recommend it enough. Also, the smell of it is lovely. There's loads of reviews that we've got coming in for it. It doesn't smell medical and it doesn't smell overly floral. It just has a really lovely fresh scent, which is the Fregonia oil. Oh, it's a soft amber cocoon scent, but it does have Fregonia oil in here. It's got macadamia and rosehip oils, which is really nourishing and restoring. But it's had a lot of celebrity endorsements, as well as lots of our viewers who have messaged in and really liked it. Only need a tiny pea size amount. If you are sewing, if you're doing, your lovely silk dupe on and you don't want to get grease onto them, it is super absorbent. It is designed to soak into your hands without being greasy. One ingredient it does have is macadamia nut oil. So I just wanted to make that aware to you if you do have a nut allergy. Just realised the time, so we're going to whiz through this, but of course an essential, and we all have it, we all need it. And we all have our own here. We all have got our own, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to get mine so I can show you, because this is the one that's not been open yet. It smells beautiful. Gosh, do you know, I remember when this time last year, when we all first started going, right, we need to get some antibac gel. Oh my word, I used to feel like I was drunk with some of them. They were like shots of Sambuca, weren't they? Well, a lot of them are really, really strong smelling, or can be really sticky, can be really wet, whereas this is so lovely. Again, you only need a little bit. It soaks in really quickly and it smells just beautiful, just beautiful. Really? Kat said, right, I'm going to be completely honest with you. She said, I've never used it before until the other day. And she says, and I was really shocked. What were you shocked about? Just how subtle and lovely the fragrance was. It's so nice. And how quickly it dries on your hands. It dries really, really quickly. It's 99.99% antibacterial. It's provitamin V5 in there as well. It's got moisturising content in here as well. And it has got the same scent as the hand cream. So if you've tried the hand cream, it's that soft amber cocoon scent. You only need a small amount and it will dry instantly into your hands. But it will not only clean away any bacteria on your hands, but it will also purify your skin, which I think is brilliant. And of course, if you're after a gift for somebody, it's £4.99. I've paid more than this for like luxury, nice hand gels to treat myself, and they have not been anywhere near as nice as this from my experience. So can't recommend it enough. Love it. Now we also have the hand sanitizer, which comes in a little set. Oh, this one. Oh, this is a really nice gift. So in here you get your lovely little drawstring bag, nice little hessian bag. You also have your hand sanitizer. How lovely is this? A nail file, and you get a face covering as well. You also get a Seams official face covering mask in black, all for £9.99. Bearing in mind, this is £5. You've got a really lovely nail file and a mask and a bag, so less than a tenner for a really lovely gift. And let's face it, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Fingers crossed I can. I'm really optimistic and really hopeful for this summer. But of course, I'm a realist as well. I know that we are going to probably be in our face coverings for a long time. We're probably going to be really still needing to be extra cautious with having antibacterial, hand gel with us all the time, and just being very, very aware. So this would be a lovely gift, even just to have in the car, just to have that in the car. I know your mum likes to have a nail file, doesn't she, in her passenger seat? Good time to do it, isn't it, when you're sitting in the passenger, just file your nails. I really need a nail file at the moment. My nails. Have you booked in for your nail appointment yet, Kat? No, they haven't. They haven't opened the booking system yet. Now, we've also got a couple of other beautiful manicure sets, talking of nails. And they're William Morris. We've got Golden Lily and we've got Strawberry Thief. We're going to start with the Golden Lily. They're really nice and plush. And for £8.99, you have your nail clippers. They're great for him or for her, actually. You've got your little cuticle cutters. You've got your pair of scissors. For anybody who does, normally go and have their nails done, this would be a lovely gift for somebody, wouldn't it? You've got a pair of tweezers. I always like one of these again. If you're going on the road travelling, if you're going away anywhere, if you have one in the car or have one in your bathroom cupboard, have one in your handbag. It's just nice to be able to have. Plus, you also get your file as well. Do you know sometimes when you catch your nail and you're out and about and you think, I don't know what to do with it. You're just going to pick at it all day. It's good to be able to have your little pair of scissors, little pair of tweezers, all for £8.99. Such a good price, isn't it, really? Especially when you're looking at William Morris. Very fancy. Kat loves putting together little hampers for people. Oh, honestly, she's so thoughtful. She's put together the most lovely bundle of baby things for me. But she says, I love putting together, a little bits and bobs. It's really thoughtful, isn't it? She says, I rarely buy anybody just one, big gift. I like going through and finding bits and bobs. So she says, I'd go with one of these. I'd go with maybe the little drawstring bag with all of the hand bits and bobs in as well. This is the Strawberry Thief. It's £8.99, exactly the same again. It's one of the most popular prints, Emma. This is one that you see a lot of in lots of your big department stores. This print is lovely. Tweezers, your little snips, your nail scissors. You've got your little clippers as well. Great for a gent's gift if you're struggling to know what to get somebody. I love them. Okay. Sorry that we're running out of time. I had a message come in from Jenny. Hi, Jenny. How big is each big of fabric in the big mega bundle? Right, so all of these, I will run through very quickly. All of these are metre cuts. So these ones have all been cut into 1 metre cuts. They're 112 wide quilting weight cotton. And these ones are the Rose and Hubble quality, but they're all 1 metres. So 1 metre cuts. So you've got cream, ivory, white, light grey, dark grey, navy and sapphire, all in 1 metre cuts. And then you've also got the remainder. All of these are all in half metres. All of those are in half metre cuts. So in total, you've got 21.5 metres of fabric. I hope that helps, Jenny. I hope that helps. Please do check out over the next few minutes during the break. I know it's been very, 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 very busy. We've got some gifts that we didn't get to. So what we might do is try and get those into the next hour, if that's okay. We'll get them into the 11 o'clock show. Right. Almost half the stock of the foundation paper piecing book has already gone. If you do want to make the most of it, get ahead. We're going to do a full tutorial with Wendy Orlando, so don't go anywhere. We're back in just a few minutes.
We are celebrating Sewing Street's first birthday this week. Celebrate with us every day from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our website, our YouTube channel, Facebook Live, or on the Sewing Street app. Our birthday week is jam-packed with brand new projects, lots of guest designers, and amazing daily giveaways not to be missed. Make sure you're watching us live every day to be in with a chance to win one of our daily giveaways. And the fun does not stop there. We are also giving everyone who shops with us a free Sewing Street pin badge to commemorate our first birthday, as well as a Sewing Street mug. Remember to join us for all the fun celebrations from Monday, the 1st of March, right up until Sunday, the 7th of March. Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Are you a fan of Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? Why not join our growing Facebook fans pages? Just search Sewing Street Fans and Yarn Lane TV Fans on Facebook and click Join Group. It's that simple. Never miss out on the latest news and updates from our presenters and guest designers, special offers and plenty of chat with your fellow fans. Share photos of your makes, ask for advice, interact with your favourite guests and presenters and be a part of the ever-growing sewing and yarn community. See you there!
In need of a crafting fix? There are so many ways you can watch Sewing Street and Yarn Lane. Sewing Street is live from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day on Freeview 72 and Sky 670. Alternatively, if you want to watch us on a tablet or on the move, you can tune in on our YouTube channel, the Sewing Street app, or the websites at www.sewingstreet.com and www.yarnlane.com. You can watch past shows on Sky 670 from 1 p.m. every day, as well as our YouTube channel, the app, and our website. Yarn Lane is on from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Visit our programme guide to find out when and what's on. So you never have to spend a minute without us. Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page. Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay one postage and packaging. Happy shopping! Hello, welcome back. Right, well done everybody who's managed to get something on pre-order already. Can I remind you, in an hour from now, we're going to be doing a whole kit roundup from the most epic birthday week. We've got so much that we're going to try and bring back. Obviously, there are some that we're just not able to restock as quickly as we'd like. We, of course, are going to get onto Delphine about the Tree of Life. We're going to get on to different people about, different kits, getting them back in very, very soon. But we've tried to get as many as we possibly can in for the 11 o'clock show. So just be aware that they're already selling on pre-order. Now, speaking of selling on pre-order, this is a brand new foundation paper piecing book. Now, don't run a mile. Foundation paper piecing is something that I know daunts a lot of people, but you're in good hands today. Wendy is going to talk us through, step by step, how it's achievable. And adventurous beginners, anybody who loves sewing, absolutely have a go with this book. There is so much in here. What I love is for the price, the amount of projects and the amount of templates are brilliant. So it's just £12.99. It's brand new in today. There's 24 different blocks. And the best thing is that you can mix and match. So there's 7 different projects, but you can, of course, make them in so many different combinations that the possibilities are kind of endless, to be honest. It goes all through the seasons as well. So you've got your snowmen, you've got your lovely hearts for Valentine's, you've got your little gnomes, you've got your beautiful little springtime. Look at that. That looks like my mum's little dog Bella. The little chick, you've got your butterflies for May, June, your watering can, your tulips for June, your puppies. You've also got crab for August, you've got octopus, you've got acorns and squirrels, little cats. There is so much in here. So much. Right, so it goes through paper piecing basics to start with, and how to prepare your pattern, how to prepare your paper piecing segments, how to join segments. It talks you through all the techniques, which we will go through today. And then it also has lots of lovely projects. So this doesn't need to be a baby quilt. You could do this as a quilt with your watering cans on there if you want, or your dogs on there, or your cats. There's loads of different options. Plus there's really clear diagrams. So there's photographs, there's diagrams, there's step-by-step instructions. But you can do any of these as mix and match blocks into baby quilts, mini quilts. You've got cushions in here. This is the pillow that we're doing today, but we're doing it with a butterfly and the Halloween style cat. There is so much that you could do. You could do it as an Easter pillow. You could make any of them into a hand towel. So you can see we've used this block to put into the cushion, but you can mix and match them all. Possibilities are endless. Right, Wendy set me a challenge to make the baby babe. Do you know what we should do? And maybe next time that we're on, I should have a little sewing machine here and we could do like a sew along. And I'll do it because I've not done foundation paper piecing before. So we could do it and you do it as well at home. I think we should do it. Don't look around for a sewing machine now. I do need to prepare myself for it. Saying that, we'll have to look and see if it is me with you on the 19th. I'll have to have a look. Oh, it's not. It'll have to be when I come back. I promise we will do it though. So you've got the snowmen plus all of your templates here, and they look like they're to size to me. So we'll talk through with Wendy how it is that you can get these out of the book to work with. Now, right, I've got a feeling that this could be a birthday special price. It has to be. So it says $21.95 on the back, US dollars, which I think is about $18.99. In fact, in a very, very famous bookshop, this book itself is $18.99. So I've got a feeling that we've got potentially a really special price on this for the birthday that Kat and I were not aware of. So if I were you, I would make the most of this. Loads and loads of you have checked out on it already. We haven't got a bundle with a book. It's separate today, just in case you've got fabrics that you want to use at home. This is why I know Wendy loves foundation paper piecing, because you get to use up all your scraps, and we never like to waste any fabrics. So it's a good one to keep all of your little bits and bobs for projects like this. But we have put together a lovely bundle to be able to make the cushion that you've seen already on the desk all day. Now, it's lovely colours as well. So you've got your white for your background of the 2 blocks that we're doing. You then also got, which is a metre. You then also get another metre of your mottled blue, and that's for the coordinating squares as well. Plus 2 fat quarters. Oh, 3 fat quarters. Sorry. You got your spot. You've got your solid black, and you've also got this lovely orange. You've also got a skein. Sorry, you get half a metre of white, a metre of blue, and 3 fat quarters. You also get a skein. Oh, for the antennae on the butterfly. So that's brilliant that you get that added in as well for £16.99. Please do make sure you check it out on the book separately though, if you want the pattern. We had hundreds of these. We've got less than 50 left. Less than 50. So I will try not to interrupt Wendy too much, but if we do look like, I think we could sell out during her demo. We could sell out. Also, Speaking of foundation paper piecing musts, I don't think I've ever done a foundation paper piecing show where this is in stock. Every single time we talk about it and we say, oh, sorry, it's out of stock, it's out of stock. We got it in for the birthday. Now, this is specially made foundation paper. So it's thin enough that you're going to be able to tear it out, but you can still sew through this, you can still print onto it, so you can use it with a majority of virtually all of your, you know, your regular inkjet printers at home, without it shrinking or curling, without it turning brittle. It holds beautifully when you're stitching, but will tear away easily when you're done. It's lightweight, so it won't create bulk when you're joining sections together. It's absorbent, so that means it's less ink to transfer when you don't want it to, and it's non-coated as well. So lots of papers obviously have a coating to them. This means that your fabric won't slip onto it. So it is absolutely brilliant. You get 100 sheets. 100 sheets for $14.99, and we can't recommend it enough. Every single time that we get it into stock, it sells out. So I've got a feeling that's going to be, whether we're doing foundation paper piecing or not, it sells out. So just be aware during the demo, don't leave it in your basket if you want it. You can check out loads of times and you'll only pay 1p&p. Okay. Also, something that Wendy uses, which we'll talk about in a bit, is freezer paper. So we'll come to that. But Wendy, welcome back. Oh, you're looking around. Do you not use freezer paper? No. I wonder why we've got freezer paper.
But it's always, I do use it. I use it loads. I use
it's good for all crafts,
yeah,
isn't it?
A lady messaged in last week saying it was, because when I put on the, oh gosh, I can't think, my brain's just gone skedaddle today. The
applique?
Yeah, when I'm doing applique, and then when I put, when I put the fusible web, the fusible, on the back, and I don't want to iron straight onto the fabric, I just put a layer of that in.
Yeah, good idea.
Because sometimes fabrics are quite delicate, and obviously you do have to adhere to the manufacturers what you can use with the iron on them. Right. But if you put a piece of that in between, it's just brilliant. It's fantastic. I always have that. I always have a few key things that I always have, and they always come with me, and that is one of them. So that's brilliant.
Your freezer paper is available as well, and it's quite difficult to get here in the UK normally. In America, they sell it just in the superstore.
That's what I was just going to say. If you've opened up a basket today and put it in your basket while you can, because I struggle getting hold of it with you guys, so it is something. And also the foundation paper piecing paper, that is a
Have you tried to use that yet?
I have used it. I haven't used it today.
No. This is another one that's never in stock, is it?
It just wasn't available for me to use. And the one thing that you didn't pick up on is that it's see-through, so not completely see-through, but what you need to have when you're doing it is when you've got foundation paper piecing, you really do need to be able to see both sides of the paper. And I'm always saying that if you are going to be photocopying and using your paper at home, use the cheapest, thinnest paper that your photocopier or your printer will take, because you do need to have that. You'll be able to see from the other side. Don't use your best like 250 grams. Don't use card, because you do need to be able to see on both sides.
Brilliant. So when, a year ago, let's go back a year, had you ever done foundation paper piecing
Absolutely
before?
not. And the actual thought of it just blew my mind. It was, I had seen it in the past, and I just thought, nah, there's no way that I'm gonna, I have got a lot of patience, but I thought, nope, there's no way I'm gonna have the patience to get all those angles. But of course you don't, because when you sew and then sew the next line and the next line and the next line, that's what creates the angles.
Right.
And if you sew loads of pieces, small pieces together, that's when you can get the curves, because it is very angular, because you're always sewing on a straight line.
Yeah.
But the more pieces you put into a pattern, the more you're going to be able to get curves and shapes. But what I like with this book particularly, it's just, they're very bold, and they're just so easy. All of the patterns in here, I don't think there's one pattern in here I would go, oh no, that looks a bit difficult.
Oh, that's good. So for anybody who hasn't done it, I mean, there's plenty here. I mean, some of them, don't get me wrong, like the tulips, they're smaller pieces, aren't they? And so pick one that's probably like the butterfly or the watering can. They don't look as
Butterfly's brilliant. The little chick, because it's coming up to Easter soon, the little chick in the pot, that's great, because that also lends itself to be able to do your add-ons, so you can do your embroidery stitches on there, and you can embellish it. And with the flower pot, what I would actually do, and I love when Delphine does the techniques where she sews a few pieces of fabric together first, and that's what I would do. Sew a few pieces of fabric, and then just use that piece that's been pieced together for one of the blocks, and then it makes it look like you've done even more lines to it and more sewing. So there are ways that you can enhance your projects, but they're all incredible. And what I love about this is it's in colour.
Ah, okay. So why does that make a difference?
Because you can see that sounds really stupid when I say a statement like that, but if it's all in just black and white, sometimes you get a bit lost in the pattern. So that snowman wouldn't obviously pop out at me because it would just be black and white.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But with the colour, it's just whoa. And it doesn't really matter if I want to do, I don't know, it's a horrible day, so I'm going to put a grey sky. It wouldn't even matter if I did grey for the background, because as soon as I saw anything that was light blue, it would correspond to my grey fabric. So it doesn't matter that they're not in the exact colours or the patterns that you've used, but instantly you can see it straight away.
The book's brilliant. It is brilliant.
The patterns,
10.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness. We had hundreds of these. I'm so pleased you're inspiring everyone to have a go at foundation post.
The thing is, when I did first say I want to delve into the foundation paper piece, and they were like, oh, okay, because it wasn't very popular, but it's incredible to be able to get the crispness on the intersections.
That's what you benefit, is you get real precision that would be very, very difficult without this technique.
Not impossible, but yes, it would be. With this, because you are laying one over the other, over the other, over the other, they're just crisp, and it just looks, people go, whoa, that is spectacular.
Yeah, and it's a completely different technique. Someone's just asked the difference with this and a applique. It's a completely different technique.
Completely different too. I mean, I love applique as well, but with my applique, I always go around with a satin stitch or a straight stitch. I never do free motion, but whoa, now, yes,
yeah,
I
now
know.
You're on fire.
Now I will be free motioning everything, and look what I've done on that.
Have you done some free motion on this as well?
Oh my God. Please. I had a little bit of an accident with the antennas because I picked up the pen. I'm always doing things late at night, which I shouldn't do. Picked up a pen thinking it was my erasable and it wasn't. So I tried to wipe it off. So please ignore that. But oh my goodness, I have free motioned that.
That is so good.
And I did cheat a little bit.
You should be so proud of yourself.
Well, as gay, I do the things that I can't. I couldn't do it. Now I can do it. You will laugh at me because I'm there with my gloves. Because I have,
go for it, yeah.
I have the gloves because that's what I struggled with. It was getting the movement of the fabric. So I've got my little quilting gloves. But what I have done, I've done orange over the orange and blue over the blue. And that way I thought, if I did go a little bit wibbly wobbly, it's not going to show. If I'd have had the courage, I would have just kept the white on the machine and just gone for it.
Yeah.
If you are going to be doing that, what I would suggest, and this machine, I am like a broken record, aren't I? I'm sorry. I am sorry. It just, anything you throw at it. I would put the same colour cotton in your bobbin as you have in the top when you're doing free motion. Right. Because there was a couple of times when the stitches... Delphine would probably tell me I've got something wrong. Sorry, Delphine, if that's the case. But I found that sometimes the white peeped through. So I just changed the bobbin to the same as the top. And it just... Well, I'm well chuffed with it, so...
Oh, no, we absolutely love it. The book's completely sold out. Well done.
Okay.
The bundle is in. Remember, you've got loads of fabric there, but it's a good one to use your stash, isn't it, as well?
I love these colours as well.
The colours are really nice together.
The blue, it just pops. It's just, there's something about it. And these are the blender fabrics that you have. And because they're not a block colour...
Yeah, that one is...
And the blue is, they're both the blenders. Yeah. There's just they just add a little bit more depth. Yeah, and then when you do put the free motion on there as well, it just like, whoa.
Had a lovely texture. Absolutely.
Yes, brilliant.
Right, so where are you starting,
Right, so
Wendy?
what I'm going to start, I just explain about the book. what I love about this book, and I do the patterns myself, and it's very, very difficult to get so much information on just a couple of pages, whereas here it just goes through absolutely everything. This is a little bit about the projects, telling you what you can do with them. So you're quite right, they've made the pillow in the gnomes.
Yeah.
We put what we wanted in it. But the bit that got me more than anything was actually all the foundation basics. Because
that's good.
That it tells you everything from start to finish. Whether you do it that way, then that's down to you.
Yeah.
But it's all there because everyone finds their own way of doing things and speed. But it goes into depth so much. It's brilliant. So I would recommend it even just for that. And well done all those that have got theirs. And then you've got all these wonderful things. So what you need to do first is you either need to trace it off, or and that would be where your foundation paper piecing would be really good because you'd be able to see. Or what I did, I copied it from my printer.
Photocopy it,
I just photocopied, and that's all I did. And you'll notice on here you have, I call each one of these are a section.
And they're all numbered, aren't they?
They're all lettered, yes. And in each of those, that you have like the little segments that you make that section in. Now you will see you've got bold red lines here. Now they indicate the different sections. So that is section A. Yeah. That is section B, and so on.
Right.
What you need to do when you photocopy them, it does all explain down here, and you'll think, well, why have they said that? Well, do this particular snowman. It says make 3 copies of the pattern. Now, that was a little bit confusing at first. I thought, oh, what are they talking about? But what they're saying then is you cut A and D out of your first photocopy, then B, and then C and E, because you can't cut out 2 that are touching each other. Because you need to add a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance onto that.
Right, I'm with you.
So with A, you just cut it out. Now what I would do, I've made a few of these, so what I would suggest is you cut it out even bigger than you need it to be.
Right.
And then we then do our 1/4 of an inch as we cut it when we do our final cut.
Okay.
I found that much easier. I've done it both ways, and just a top tip there is to cut it a little bit more, because I've done a lot of foundation paper piecing because of you guys, and I found that much easier, that if you have too much, when you cut back to the 1/4 inch, you're going to have a really sharp line, and that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
If you start off with it at the 1/4 of an inch, it might be a little bit messy. So have more than you need. So that's all that I did with my butterfly. So it told me here to make 3 copies of the pattern and cut out A and C together, and then B and D, and then E down the centre. Now, please, please don't be scared. And I want to see you doing this as well, Vic.
Okay.
And I will take you up with that challenge.
Yeah,
I will have.
I think that'd be really good.
I'm so cross that you didn't tell me this morning, because
I
I
know.
guarantee.
Well, I'd only just thought.
I would have had
literally
that
just
set
thought.
up for you.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Because it is very easy, but a lot of people think that it's complicated. It isn't.
Okay.
There's a method to it, and you should know. You should know my method by now, because I've done it loads of times here. So I have done a few sections, but I wanted to get through to the piecing of it, because I know I always run out of time when I actually piece the thing together. So I've done most of the sections, but I'm concentrating on the first section here.
Okay.
On section A. So you'll see what I mean, Vix, about I've cut a little bit more than I need. Now, don't worry if you've not put it in your photocopier quite right and you only have a little bit peeping. Just make sure that you have enough fabric to go more than a 1/4 of an inch around the edge, and you'll be fine. And all we need to do now is just work through, this is a section, and then we're going to add the segments, which are made up of these here. Now, they're numbered. So your section is lettered, and your segments are numbered. So you always start with the lowest number first, which in each of the sections will be number 1. Then we go to number 2, then number 3, number 4. Sometimes they're not in an obvious order, because to be able to get this section here, we needed to have completed all this part first.
Right.
So it doesn't always go in the order you think it's going to. So the first thing you need to do is look for number 1, and that is a piece of orange. Now you can either just have a big piece. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a press. It's been in my bag. You can either have a big piece and then cut them off as you go, or you can roughly cut what you need. Now, if you're going to cut roughly what you need to be able to allow for the 1/4 inch seam and some, because you're going to turn it back. So, and I'll show you what to do with that in a moment. Are you keeping up so far, Vix?
I'm keeping up. Up.
Your machine's very silent.
Oh no, I feel like I should do it now. I feel like I'm
You did that on purpose. You had that thought this morning when you saw this book and you thought, I know, I won't give her enough time to get the machines sorted.
Well, maybe we need to do it on a... Are you any good at doing like Facebook Live things?
Oh yes, well, yes, let's do it.
Maybe we should do it like that.
Let's do it,
then.
that'd be amazing. I'll be sitting there, hand sewing the teddy, because I'm definitely going to do that. Now the first one, I'm not going to go with what's in the book. I'm going to go with what I do with this one now, because I can just get my head around it a little bit easier. With foundation paper piecing, it's all about method.
Okay.
So it's all about doing step 1, then step 2, then step 3. If you remember that we're going to be sewing on the lines, which means if we sew on the lines, we can't put the fabric on the lines because we won't see them. They're gone.
That makes sense.
So we have to turn it over.
Right.
And we put the fabric on the plain side. I can see you like screwing your eyes up there. You're really concentrating, aren't you?
I am concentrating. That's my concentration
face.
It is
you concentrating. So all we're interested now is looking to see what we're going to be doing next. So that's the one I'm going to be doing next. Now, I forgot to ask for glue
all
pens.
the glue pens,
They've
I think
all
they're
gone.
out of
Yeah,
stock.
okay,
And
right.
the Carol Dope paper sold out.
Oh,
How about they
no.
had a quarter ruler? Sold
Oh
out.
dear.
I really sold it out.
I'm not doing very well this morning, am I? So
You're doing very well. Everything's sold out.
we're looking for the next one in the sequence. So it's always going to be the next higher number.
Okay.
You are keeping up with
Yeah.
me, I can see, yes. So I'm looking number 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over. I've memorised number 2. Now I can see it. You probably can't pick it up on camera, but I can see it. And that's where I was saying that you need to use the thinnest paper you can get. I'm just going to go into section 2, 1/4 inch, and then a bit over my first section. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't like using pins. So I'm going to place the fabric with a nice straight edge, 1/4 inch over that first section and 1/4 inch above.
Yeah.
So it's now 1/4 inch behind section 2.
Okay.
Now we're going to put on the next fabric, and it just so happens that it's my black dotty fabric.
So if you're starting out at this, would you be over generous with how much fabric you use?
Definitely.
Just to cover it.
I have got a little trick what you do, because sometimes when you sew along the line, it's folded the way you don't expect it to fold. One thing I must just point out on these is it's going to be when you've finished the, I think I could probably show you better with the cat here, if I can find him. Oh, there he is. Yes, so in here, his tail's to the right, but on the cushion here, his tail is to the left. So
Right,
it's always going to be the opposite way. So you need to take that into consideration as well. And I was thinking the other day that if you want to be facing each other, like, you know, if you made it for a couple and they're like
that's a nice idea.
then just reverse the pattern, but then you would probably have to either transport it into your computer and flip it, or actually just when you're if you trace it the other way. So you can do it, it is doable, but just bear that in mind, that just in case you're thinking you want two facing each other, you have to work out which way they're facing. Sorry, we'll get back now. Sorry, Vix, went off on a tangent.
No, that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah, so the reason I put a little bit of glue there is now that's nice and stable and that's not going anywhere.
Okay.
That one goes face up. Number 1 always goes face up. All the others now go face down because right sides together. So that's the only thing that you need to remember. First one right side up, second one's right side facing.
And you don't stitch that first one down?
It's going to be stitched down with the second one now.
Okay.
So we turn it over and I can see there's my number 2. Now what you would do is you would place your fabric over that section so I can see it. It's, as I say, it's a little bit difficult on camera, but I can see where that section is. So you lay it down, but lay it 1/4 inch over and to see if it fits. If you know it fits, then you can turn it over and lay it down, because what happens, we're going to be sewing 1/4 inch here, and as we fold it back, we're going to lose that 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
So that's where some people they go to sew it and then forget about that little bit of 1/4 of an inch.
Okay.
And then all we're going to do, I'm not, as I say, I'm not a lover of pins with paper because it tends to distort the paper a bit. So I just place that down there, right sides together. Then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to be sewing between 1 and 2.
Okay.
So 1 is my orange fabric,
Yeah.
2 is my next, and I'm going to be sewing the line between 1 and 2.
And do you start literally on that dot where it starts? Can you go over, or do you need to be really precise?
You need to keep on the line if you can.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't matter too much if you just do a little bit of a wiggle in the middle, but what you do need to be careful of is your intersecting lines.
Okay.
This doesn't matter on the butterfly because you've got a plain black there and you've got the continuation of the polka dot.
Right.
So that's not going to matter here. And then what you do is you sew 2 or 3 millimetres beyond the line either end. And the reason you do that is that when you sew this line down here, you've covered those stitches. If you are a little bit short, then you're going to have a tiny, tiny gap. No one's going to see with the eye, you're not going to, but you don't want to run the risk of it coming undone. And by just continuing a little bit beyond. Now, the only exception to that is when I work number 7, I need to continue all the way beyond the 1/4 of an inch.
Ah, okay.
Because when you go to cut it, if I were to stop just beyond the line, I'm going to have flappy bits at the end. And again, it's not, not the be all and end all, but when you come to put them together, if you can have these end stitches as stable as you possibly can, it's going to be much better. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew on that line between 1 and 2 Vicks, and you need to turn your stitch length way down.
Right, because that's what's
Way
going to
down.
create that perforated sort of edge, isn't it?
It does 2 things. First of all,
Yeah.
it does. The shorter you have your stitch length, you're right, the more perforations it's going to make in the paper, making it easier to tear. But it's also, when you cut it, you don't have to, because you're never going to know where to do a reverse stitch to protect the ends.
Yeah.
If you've done a really, really short stitch, that will
Secure.
protect it, yes.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to sew on the line. Don't really want 1/4 of an inch, do I? All right. So I'm going to take it down. Now, I'm going to be bold and go down to a 1.2. So that is really a small one.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to sew on the line and just go a little bit beyond the line. Right, now in this case I've come to a red line. So the red line indicates the end of my section. So I'm just going to go beyond that 1/4 of an inch there. Right, so you see that is very, very tiny, that stitch, really, really tiny.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Really, really tiny.
Yeah, you can
And
barely even
I've-
see it.
I have kept quiet on the line. So, and I've gone beyond the 1/4 of an inch. So remember, the red indicates the end of my section. So I've gone beyond that 1/4 of an inch.
Is there a particular colour thread that you use for foundation paper piecing?
I did use a darker one in something that was light. So what you don't want to be doing is if you've got like predominantly white, you don't want to be doing dark.
Right.
But the other way round's not going to matter because the light's not really going to show through.
Yeah.
But no, just the normal standard thread. It's no special needle or anything.
No,
So it's
fab.
That's what I like because you can just
Get going.
I don't like
Yeah.
faff.
Yeah.
And
Do
then
you find you need to change your needle after it? No.
I'm really bad. I know needles have an hour life, don't they? They literally after so
Well,
many
they say
hours.
after 8 hours
Yes.
of sewing, but going through paper, I thought, does it blunt your needle quicker?
I'm really bad. I probably
Okay.
should change my needle more than I do, but I don't have a problem with
Yeah,
it.
okay.
So that's what I like, these kind of projects. Then all we're going to do
So pressing, yes.
is
This is
press
the
it
next
back.
part of
Now
the
again, your
method.
cat's probably going to tell me you haven't got these in stock either. Oh no, she's going to check those because these are absolutely brilliant. These are.
So had you used one of these before Sewing Street?
No.
And I must be honest, when I
No.
first saw them, I thought, no, they can't do the job very well. It's not going to make your iron completely redundant, is it? But it's really, really handy. And
I tell you what, and you can see I've got it here today as well. These are one of the things that go with me everywhere. This, I need a new one because it's a bit worse for wear. I don't need a new one because it's still a lot of life in it, but it's a little bit.
we've got it, Wendy.
Have you? But it's a little bit.
There you go.
dirty.
It's $15.99.
Oh yes, definitely worth putting into your basket if you've got your basket open. You think, what on earth can that do?
Yeah,
but
it
it is
does.
brilliant.
Really
so
effective.
you can just. if you're going to do that, do it on a hard surface because that was cushioning it. Yeah.
For quilt as you go, it's good as well because you can't press onto the wadding there, so that's
square
really
triangles,
good.
it's good for. It's absolutely brilliant.
Even just sometimes opening seams, you know, sometimes if you're opening them and you go in with your big iron, it's really difficult to do, so that's really handy.
And that's where, I know it's out of stock as well, but that's where also that's really
mini
good
iron,
for it.
yeah.
So as I say, and you know, I've got my little bag down there with all my things, and I've even got my little mini iron in there, and this goes everywhere. So then what we do is we are going to, and this is where the repetitive now comes into it, because we've done our first one, which was right side up. It's just a case of repeat now, and you can get quite fast at it. So all we're going to do now is we've just pressed that back with our roller. Don't bring them anywhere near me, Kat. They'll be straight in my bag.
I'll tell you what we'll talk about in a moment.
Straight in my bag they'll be. So what we're going to do is now we're going to prepare for the next one. Now, this one's a little bit odd, Vix, because I'm going to prepare for number 7 while I'm here because I've got quite a bit of flappy material. So I'm just going to fold the paper, and I've got my really high-tech piece of card here. So I'm just going to place my card and fold my template back, and I'm just going to cut 1/4 of an inch.
So you're preparing your seam.
I'm
here.
preparing numbers. Oh dear. I've cut the wrong one there.
Oh no!
That's okay. It's not a problem. I haven't cut the wrong one. I've cut it. I didn't fold it back, but that's okay. That's okay. Just
Are you sure?
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just
trust you.
Oh yeah. No, I'll just put him back. He'll look a bit wonky, but it's fine. I forgot to fold him back as well. Make sure you fold your paper back as well. I've just put him on the wrong side of the paper. I'm going to just cut this one out as well. But it's good to see that, you know, that was totally, I'm sorry, that was totally Kat's fault. Because why
she
would she
distracted
do that
you
to
with barley
me?
pops.
She did. Why would she do that to me?
Everything else is going to sell out.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing what she's just, that's okay.
No, you just did that on purpose to show everybody what not to do.
Yes, don't do that. Don't, as I say, don't get them anywhere near me.
Right, so we're going back to the start.
Yeah, we're back to the beginning now. Brilliant. There we go. But it just goes to show, you know, these things happen, don't they? Right, so I've prepared number 7. So now I'm going to prepare number 3. I've done 1 and 2, and I'm just going to put my cardboard along there and fold back. And then, yeah, I let my paper go. And then all I'm going to do is cut.
What was it that you did wrong then? So you let the paper go back?
Yeah, and cut it.
Right,
sorry.
so keep the paper over. Right.
Keep the paper.
Because you'll need all those templates.
You'll need all these pieces of paper. So, yeah, we've now done 1 and 2. We're now going to do number 3. And again, that is my dotty. So we turn it back over. I can see where the dot needs to be. But when I'm just going to offer it and 1/4 of an inch so that I know when I fold it back it's going to fit. Then I fold it back. And then I turn it over and I'm going to sew now between number 3. Now you'll see that 3 doesn't come after number 1, but we've already done number 2. So sometimes the numbers will go in different places on the section. So don't worry about that, but do sew them in order because
follow them in order,
there is a method in the madness of the designer that's done it. We always design it with that in mind. So I'm going to sew number 3.
I'm just thinking, you know the barley pops that you bought on, Kat, they would look amazing in the butterfly design.
Oh, they would, wouldn't they?
You haven't seen these yet, Wendy, have you?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Oh, you have? Of course you have. Wendy's watching all the time.
No.
Oh.
They were on the desk. It was like,
Oh,
you know,
this
with me
morning.
with my beak. It was like, what's those? What's those? They
It's
are
the over the
incredible.
rainbow. And what I love is that they've all got different prints. So actually, You won't lose any of the scale of prints in designs like this. For ditzy prints, foundation paper piecing, it's perfect. If you got this book, please grab one of these bundles before they sell out, because they launched them literally yesterday and they're really, really limited. I know how much you love the Batik Barley Pops as well.
When you first get them, you just think, oh, I can't do much with them. They're only 2.5-inch strips. Oh,
So
my
much,
goodness.
isn't there?
Just sew 10 together.
Yeah.
And you've just got the most incredible piece of fabric.
Well, Alison Marion, she made the whole apron. The big apron she made with the jelly rolls. You stitch them together.
Incredible.
And like you said, actually, for a plique project, if your piece isn't quite big enough, chain piece them together and treat that as a new piece of fabric.
Especially with something like, well,
Yeah.
actually, I would even do it on the inners of the wings.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
can you imagine if you've got such small pieces that really you just think, oh, I'll bin them? No, keep
Stitch them all together.
I've got a little, one of my storage buckets at the side. When
Yeah.
something's a little bit small, just put it in there because it will work with something, but that would be incredible.
Perfect for foundation.
I'm looking forward to seeing
piecing.
that from you as well. Oh, you're going to be so busy. And if you're not going to be busy enough with a new baby.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have loads of time, aren't I, to be able to do all this sewing?
Of course, they do sleep sometimes, if you're lucky. I never said that, did I? So now we've sewn 1, 2 and 3, even though 2 and 3 are on the opposite side. So we're now going to sew number 4. So we want you always go to the line with the lowest number in. So we don't
Okay.
want to fold that line because that's got a 6 in it. We want to fold the line that's got the number 1 in it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So we fold back. Now, don't worry if it all follows you, because we've gone a little bit over that line to make sure those stitches get caught in the next line. They will follow you. Just send them back. Just put them back where they need to be.
Okay.
If it does compromise the paper a bit, that doesn't really matter. It's not going to be much. You can see it's only a few stitches worth. And then we do our 1/4-inch seam. But that book, the book is amazing. It's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, I'm excited to hear everyone's thoughts when you get them home. They've all completely sold out now. Sorry, if you're just tuning in, the book's now sold out.
So now we're going to be doing number 4. So I turn it over and I can see it along here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. And that's just to stop me using pins. That's all. And then we put right sides together. And then when I turn it over, I'm now going to sew the line with the number 4. So it's always going to be the line closest to the lesser numbers, the smaller numbers. We don't want to be doing this one because that's number 6. We haven't got there yet.
Okay. So doing this technique without the foundation paper piecing would be very, very difficult. Very difficult.
It would be, you'd be able to do it, but this is precision. And I think that's what I love about, I like things in order and I like it all precise. And that's what you get with this.
Without having to do any maths or working out angles and things like that. It's all done
I'm
for you.
so lucky. I actually have the program that allows me to create these, and I sit there for hours.
This is how much you love it, is that you've actually now started
Got the
designing your
program.
own
Yeah,
patterns.
I just got the program for it, and it's like, whoa, it's just,
That's so cool.
yeah, so cool. So you can see the wings coming together already. So now we need to do, number 5 is down here. But again, because I've got a lot of flappy material there, I'm just going to prepare for when I do number 6. Not going to do it yet. I'm just going to get that fabric out of the way. And all I'm doing each time, you don't have to have the ruler, Vix, but it makes
It's a handy
life
little
so
1/4 of
much
an inch
easier.
lip, isn't it? But a lot of the rulers have a 1/4 of an inch mark on, don't they? So
Yes, so you could, on most of like the Creative Good rulers,
Yeah.
you have your little 1/4 of an inch here.
Yeah.
So it is doable, but because you've got that lip there,
You
there's
just butt
no
it up
room
against
for ever.
it. That's it.
It makes it very, very speedy.
keep your eyes peeled for those when they come back into stock.
So now you can see, as I say, it's the butterfly is starting to emerge. So now the next one we're going to do is number 5. I'm quite glad I did this one because they're really not in order. These ones are all over the place. Normally you just do 1, then 2, then 3, and they follow on from each other. But it's nice to show that as long as you follow the numbers. Now number 5 is a tiny piece.
The fabrics that Wendy's working with is the bundle that is your main graphic, by the way. It's been very popular. They're a nice combination of colours, actually, aren't they?
I love these colours together.
Yeah.
Absolutely love these colours. I didn't think I'd like the blue with the orange, but as soon as I got them together, it was like, wow, it just makes them both pop.
It does work together.
Beautiful. So now we're doing number 5, which is a little tiny one in there. So I turn it over and I place it on. And you could be a lot more frugal with your material. I just don't want to I want to make sure that I've got enough. And I'm going to sew along that line. And a little bit beyond. And you can see, Vix, it's just a case of repeats, repeats. And once you've worked out what you need to be repeating and in what order, it really is very easy. And then we just turn it over. So now we want to do number 6. I'd already prepared the fold, so all I need to do now is just get rid of that little bit of material
Trim that away.
I've just sewn. See, I can feel you already. You're there, aren't you? I don't think you're going to have any problem with this. I think you're going to be there. So we're doing number 6.
I wonder if my baby will be really crafty because I've been sitting here through the whole of my pregnancy. I bet they'll be really into sewing. They'll know all about foundation pen.
I was going to say, as they get old enough to do it, they'll go, I know, Mummy.
Yeah. They'll sleep to the sound of scissors and
they
rotary
will, won't
cutter.
they?
Yeah.
Maybe I've heard it all before. Right. So we're going to do number 6 here. So all I do is just offer it over that segment and 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
And then flip it over right sides together so that I now know I've got plenty. Sew along that line. So this one has got 1/4 of an inch seam allowance in it. So I'm just going a little bit beyond that, all the way along the line. I forgot to take the machine out with me, so I didn't speed him up. So we're just having a nice leisurely Sunday afternoon.
I wonder he slowed it down. It must be our Mark Francis. Like a bit of leisurely.
He must cringe every time he knows.
It looks pretty speedy to me.
Every time he knows that I'm in, it's like, whoa, now what's she done to that machine? I just love it. I did a decorative stitch in the middle there.
Oh, well, you've got a few on there, haven't you, Wendy?
Just a few.
I think there's something stupid like 400 stitches.
Oh, I haven't got that far, but that'll be, I must do that one day. I must do a swatch.
There's loads.
So all I'm doing at the moment is just taking off more that I need so I haven't got a bit flapping around with me. And then I'm just going to do the final one, which is number 7. So this one only has 7 in it. How quick has it gone today?
Oh, it's already 11:15. We've got how long have we got, in fact, with Wendy? About 7 minutes, Wendy.
Okay. Well, Kat's got to make me, hasn't she? She's got to make me leave. So I'm just checking 1/4 of an inch over, and I am using more than I need to. But when you get home, and the more confident you get, you'll be able to create it out of the smallest pieces you can.
Oh, I really want to have a look at what these other barley pops are like. I've not seen them yet.
Oh, they're unbelievable.
Just ignore me rustling around. What are these ones? Hello, hydrangea.
I've seen them all. They're just...
These are lovely. These are like all purpley bits. Oh, my word. See, I just find it so fascinating. Can we go on a trip? Have you been to Bali before?
No, but I am coming in your
daughter
suitcase. I'm in your... yes. Oh, my God.
Your daughter went travelling, didn't she?
She's been travelling loads and loads of places.
Oh, Bali would be amazing to see. Obviously, the traditional hand-dyeing technique of your barley pops, because they are just so beautiful. Look at these.
I'm not sure. I like them all. I normally have a favourite, but I do think the first one you showed me, I know, they're just incredible, aren't they? Is that because we've sold out of everything else, Vix?
Yeah, everything is going. Everything is virtually gone. No, we knew that you loved these so much. And every single time I talk about barley pops, you probably know this, I'll always mention you.
But it was our first meeting, wasn't it?
It was. But I would never forget the excitement that you had saying, look at what I've made. And I've made this, and I've made this, and I've made this. And you said it was just going on and on and on and on and on and on.
I remember sending it to Debbie and she went, oh, that's a lot. And I didn't even use half the pack, did I?
No.
And I could have just gone on.
Brilliant.
And especially if you put it with a blender.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't waste them all on one piece. I would just
put them
blend,
in with other fabrics
and then they're just going to go on forever.
Right.
I've come to my last piece,
Okay.
and it's quite a big piece. So what I would do there, I would just put a bit of glue, because we're going to be cutting in a moment, and this just makes that bit stable, because otherwise it's flapping about. Is that just water in there, Vix?
Sorry, I was underwater then.
You were underwater. Weren't you? Now, this is where I said right at the beginning that we now need to concentrate on our 1/4 of an inch. So I didn't do it before, and I think it says to do it to allow for a 1/4, but I don't, because now I can cut my 1/4 and it's going to be spot on.
Okay.
So this is where you do need something that has got, you could use if this you wanted to, but because this is clear and you can clearly see where the lines are. Now what you're looking for, you've got that red line. In between that red line, I'm not sure if we can pick it up on screen, there's a very, very thin black line. Now whatever one you start cutting to, and it's not really going to matter, make sure you stick to it.
Okay.
So I'm actually lining my dotted line up on that centre black line.
Right.
And then I'm going to cut. And I'm going to cut, do the same for this one. Now when you come round to this one, the outer ones aren't red. So you'll see on here, these outer ones here are black.
Yeah.
So they're still the lines that you go to, but they haven't got that red. And all the red is to show you where to cut when you're cutting out the separate sections. So we do 1/4 of an inch there. And the last one, so you just need to make sure that you get the right one. So you automatically, I think it's that one, it's actually that one. We put our ruler on there and cut our 1/4 of an inch. And that is our section, but how neat does that look now?
Oh,
Once
yeah.
you cut it to its size,
It is.
it just looks amazing.
So you've made your others already, haven't you?
I have,
If you can
yeah.
find them.
If I can find them, you know me. You've kind of cut my working space in half today, so I'm having to be tidy, she says. Now what you need to do to put them together, you need to turn them over and you need to put them back how you found them. So, and it should...
So you keep your papers in still?
Keep your papers in, don't take your papers out at the moment. And I've lost the most important one, I've lost his body. There we go. So now you can see, now they are going to look a little bit different because I've cut them to sew them, so that it's not going to look exact. And then all we do, it tells you in the book how to put them together. So we're going to put A and B together, we're going to put C and D together, and then we're going to put that to that to that. And that's how this one will work. So am I able to do it?
Yeah, yes, please.
Brilliant. So, and another tip with this one, if you extend this line here, which is your 1/4 inch seam line, to the end. So all I've done is drawn a mark from there to there. When you go to put it together with this one, so we've got
A and B together.
A and B together, and what I would do is I'd lay them like that, and then you want to put right sides together. Now, what you're looking for here, if you just line them up like that,
Is that going to fit?
as you fold them back, it's going to be out.
Right.
So the reason that I've drawn that little line extending the seam is now you make sure that that line is on the edge.
So you've got a 1/4 of an inch sticking over the edge.
It's
Not even that.
not even that, yeah. But if you do that, so if you draw an extension to your seam, you don't need to do it in all the pieces, but the pieces, some of them you do, and that way, when you fold it back, it's going to be nice and straight. So let's sew, and again, you're sewing on the line. And I'm still, even though it's a seam Vix, which we're now joining them together as a seam, I would normally put it up to like a 2.4, but because we've still got that paper in, I want to be able to tear that paper.
Yeah, so keep it as a short stitch.
And you will see now that when I fold them back, that they're in line, top and bottom.
Perfect.
Whereas if I put them actually as they were,
It'd be
they
out.
would have been out. And then we do exactly the same with this one. So I'm just going to draw
D.
C and D. I'm going to draw my line. I might do it on both ones just so that just extending that line out. And then always just check, because that was... Wait. That's it,
put them down into
put them down into
position
position.
and check.
Because otherwise you're getting a bit of a pickle.
Especially if you've got to unpick them and they've got such a short stitch with the paper, it's worth checking and...
Well, you'll see that's why in the end I gave up and just did another piece, because once you've unpicked it once, you'll get probably one unpick out of it, but then after that it just all falls apart. So again, it's not the worst thing. You can always glue it, or I've sellotaped it in the past back together.
So out of curiosity, do you have one of those stitch removers, the Bridgewater one? The battery one, the one that looks like a lady shave. Do you have one?
I've actually got that one.
Oh, they're
very similar.
They're really good, aren't they?
They are brilliant, especially they come into their own for doing small stitches.
Yeah.
And then we just put the final one in. So this is where you don't need to worry, because they just fit. And you'll see that you've got that little skein of the thread. That's for doing the antenna, which is...
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So I suppose you could embellish and do some lovely hand stitching as well.
That'd be
get some
amazing.
beads from our sister channel, Jewellery Maker. You could do some lovely beads.
Oh, it would be incredible,
embroidery
wouldn't
as well.
it? It'd be amazing. Now, just be a little bit careful when you're going over ones that have been intersected with other pieces, because it's going to be a little bit bulky. So just take your time when you go over there. I just can't believe where the time's gone, Vic. See, before you know it, you'll be cradling Bubba.
Oh, I can't believe where the time's gone. The last time I saw you was October.
Scary.
November, December,
So scary, isn't it?
5 months ago.
So scary.
5 months? Oh my word.
So scary. Is it 5?
October,
No
November,
way.
December, January, February, March. I know we're at the beginning of March now.
No way. Oh my goodness.
That's me for the counting. Thank you, Emma. 1, 2, 3.
That is so scary. And see, I've actually had my fix in person now.
Oh, I know. I feel like I know. I feel like I see you because I speak to you all the time on the live, on the Facebook
I was
live.
to say, you're always there in the background.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then every time you say barley pop, it's like, she got them out again. She's got them out again. I just love them. I think they're my favourite things of all time. So now I've put the butterfly together. How cool is that? It would just need pressing, but you now need to remove all the paper from the back. Now, what you don't want to be doing is ripping the fabric. You don't want to be pulling that. You want to pull the paper.
Yeah, because
so if you kind of just like scrunch it up a bit, well, you can see already it's going. Yes, I've had enough. So just pull it back. So don't pull the fabric, just pull the paper. And
that looks satisfying, doesn't it? In fact, Kat's saying, can I do the rest of that?
Oh, you're more than welcome. My floor at home is covered because I just like throw it on the floor and then I have to sweep up every night. But just pull the paper away and you can see, because we've done the 1.2 stitch length, it's really, really easy. Some people say to dampen it. Personally, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Because then that will change the shape of the fabric on the front. Yeah. If you just do that little trick where you just scrunch it up.
Yeah.
First,
you get little tweezers and just pull out any little bits that are just
you like if, yes. But yeah, the seams will be a little bit harder. And then you give it a jolly good press.
Okay. Amazing. We love it.
And they are, the actual projects themselves are really easy to follow.
Fab.
Really, really
and
easy.
they're all mix and match as well, so you can do any of the blocks that you want.
So what are you
going to
put on your bib then?
Oh, I might do the little doggy, the one that looks like in the Easter, because I'm due over Easter, so that would be really cute, wouldn't it? That would be lovely, the little doggy one. Thank you so much. Now, before you go, in fact, actually, just because I know it's your favourite thing ever, do you mind just indulging with me on the other barley pops? Because they're perfect for foundation paper piecing. They're really lovely sizes. I've got a couple of others. This is called Denim and Grace, which is
love
really
that one.
lovely.
Absolutely love that one.
We'll make sure that they go back. Okay, we'll make sure they go back nicely, Kat's saying. Oh, look at this. And we'll make sure that we count them all, Wendy. Because you get 40 2.5-inch strips. They're all laser cut. And there's lots of different, I know you've worked from Pam and Nikki Lintop books before. There's lots of patterns out there that call especially for 2.5-inch strips.
But please don't think they are just 2.5. No. Please, because honestly, you're going to get, when you do use them, you're going to get ends. left because you not very often do you use the
full
whole
width.
entire width.
Yeah.
So just save those bits and then create different. They make amazing cushion covers. How about a tote bag?
Yeah,
Just like
absolutely.
completely random. So when you're making a tote bag, just make the fabric. Doesn't matter what shape it is.
Yeah.
Then you can just cut your pattern out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be lost. I think you should give them to me to have a play. To be
Oh,
perfectly
yeah,
honest.
I love them. I love them. There it is. We knew that would be coming. Do you know, I've seen quite a few on the Facebook fan page recently. Have you seen Delphine's Tiger, the Tasha? Did the Highland Cow come back into stock yesterday? Is it sold out again? Yeah.
Has it gone again?
Yeah.
I got a real shock when I saw it this morning in real life. I thought I didn't realise how big it was.
Teddy. Oh, it's
gorgeous,
brilliant.
isn't it?
Yeah, the teddy's huge.
I would keep
It's
an
a lot
eye
bigger than real
on
life.
that as well because that might not be there.
But these are so good for any of Delphine's applique projects. The Tasha would be lovely. Look at all these gorgeous blues and burgundies. I do love those colours. And then there's one other that launched yesterday. These are all Hoffman. Sometimes you get the look of batiks, whereas these are batiks. So if you want to do any of the confetti quilting as well, you might have seen it on the wall, then it's perfect. Now this one is called Fireside Chat.
Oh, wow.
So,
Look at the greens. It's
Look.
not very often you get a nice green in there, but look at
oh, it's so clever how they do it because they sort of put like a wax on.
I don't know. Do you not think we better go and have a look?
I think we should go and we'll take the team as and do
All
a
of them.
documentary.
I think so.
To Bali, obviously for educational purposes,
Definitely,
Wendy.
definitely. But what we've said before, haven't we? There is a right side and a wrong side, but I can't see it because
No.
they look. If you do get it wrong, it's not going to detract from your project, is it?
No, it's really not. It's not at all. And that's why it's perfect for confetti quilting as well. But for FPP, if you got the book, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. $39.99, which to say how far this goes, look at that one.
Ooh.
To say how far this goes is such good value.
And as we said, it doesn't matter if the pieces, because you do need specific pieces, just sew two or three together to get the size you want.
Did you see the Tree of Life applique design?
I don't know
Tree of
how.
Life.
I don't know how. How does Delphine sleep? When
Oh.
does she sleep?
I have no
She's
idea.
incredible.
She's got two boys as well that
Exactly.
she's homeschooling.
I don't know how she does it.
They're back at school tomorrow. Alice and Marion, you can come on to the Bali trip, no worries, absolutely. You've got to
It's
be
a
there
must.
too.
It's a must.
It's a must. I think after the year that we've had, I think that we've all worked hard through this, haven't we?
I don't think we get
let's
any
go to
work
Bali.
done, would we?
No, I don't think we would. I don't think we would. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Hi, Susan. Susan's messaged in saying, love the shows. I'm a new customer. All the chats make me happy. Oh. Do you know, I love that because I
Me
think
too.
I feel exactly the same when I'm at home. It's become like a real comfort thing
And it
for me
makes me
over the
giggle
last
the
year.
amount of times I've literally laughed because someone said something and it's just so
Honestly,
funny.
don't start off. Honestly, I've been laughing so much on the birthday with John and Rebecca Reed and Neil talking about the panto
Oh my
and everything.
goodness, that was hilarious.
Apparently, you're already down to be the fairy godmother.
No, not. Apparently, I'm down to be the bossy stepmother.
I don't know who would have put you in that role.
Passionate is the word I like to say, but yeah, all right then, I'll take that. But you're the
leading lady,
of course, has to
the
be, hasn't
princess.
it? I don't care what part, as long as I'm not the tree or something. Because I always used to get those parts, like the star, the ones that just stood there static. So I'm happy. Just give me anything. I'm happy.
So you're coming back with Yarn Lane,
Yes.
and I know you say this is your hobby, isn't it? Crochet.
Yeah, this is my passion.
This is honestly, Wendy has so much knowledge and love. You can feel the love for your crochet.
It's my age.
And the last time you did the granny stitch, it was really popular, wasn't it? So we're going to do some beautiful, beautiful kits for you coming up in the 12 o'clock hour. So don't go anywhere if you can stay with us. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you soon. Okay, we've got Kit Roundup. Are you ready? Have us on speed dial. Get ready on the web because this is going to be a fast and furious hour. We're going to try and round up the whole birthday week in 1 hour. Get ready, set, go.
We are celebrating Sewing Street's first birthday this week. Celebrate with us every day from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our website, our YouTube channel, Facebook Live, or on the Sewing Street app. Our birthday week is jam-packed with brand new projects, lots of guest designers, and amazing daily giveaways not to be missed. Make sure you're watching us live every day to be in with a chance to win one of our daily giveaways. And the fun does not stop there. We are also giving everyone who shops with us a free Sewing Street pin badge to commemorate our first birthday, as well as a Sewing Street mug. Remember to join us for all the fun celebrations from Monday, the 1st of March, right up until Sunday, the 7th of March.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Harrison. I live in Bromyard in Herefordshire with my 3 children and my dog. I've been sewing for over 30 years. I first started at school. We always did lots of sewing, and my mum used to sew at home as well, so that's where my love of sewing has come from. My background is in costume, as I'm sure you can see, and I make for film and theatre and TV. I've worked on films such as Titanic, Shakespeare in Love, Evita, James Bond, and theatre work. I've done things like Mary Poppins, Guys and Dolls, Prince of Egypt. I've also worked for the Royal Opera House and the Royal Ballet. When I worked at Angels, I was lucky enough to meet lots of film stars. They're all walking around the building and in fittings. And some of the people that I bumped into and met were Sir Richard Attenborough, Hugh Grant, Imelda Staunton, Juliette Binoche, and I even got in the lift with Christopher Lee. And that's where I met the lovely John Scott, which obviously you all know. I'm really pleased to be joining Sewing Street. I can't wait to see you all.
Have you heard about all of the different ways you can shop with Sewing Street and Yarn Lane? You can either shop on our websites, sewingstreet.com and yarnlane.com. You can also order by phone by calling our friendly UK customer service team. For Sewing Street, call 0800 001 4433, and for Yarn Lane, call 0800 4700 600. And don't forget about the Sewing Street app. Here you can shop all of the Sewing Street products as well as watch the live shows from anywhere. You can download the app onto your smartphone or your tablet by simply searching Sewing Street in your app store. And one final thing, no matter how many times you check out on Sewing Street or Yarn Lane in one day, you will only pay 1 postage and packaging. Happy shopping! While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 a.m, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
We are celebrating Sewing Street's first birthday this week. Celebrate with us every day from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our website, our YouTube channel, Facebook Live or on the Sewing Street app. Our birthday week is jam-packed with brand new projects, lots of guest designers and amazing daily giveaways not to be missed. Make sure you're watching us live every day to be in with a chance to win one of our daily giveaways. And the fun does not stop there. We are also giving everyone who shops with us a free Sewing Street pin badge to commemorate our first birthday, as well as a Sewing Street mug. Remember to join us for all the fun celebrations from Monday, the 1st of March, right up until Sunday, the 7th of March.
Hello, welcome back. Right, I thought I'd put on the apron because it's the last hour of Sewing Street's birthday. We have got Yarn Lane and we're continuing to bring you amazing Sewing Street deals on Yarn Lane as well, so stay with us till 1 o'clock. But I thought, right, I've got to wear this. It's Alice and Marion's pattern. It's brilliant. We've got it coming up in a bit. We're going to try and do as many of the amazing projects that we've done this week. When I say that, it's, you know, we've had the most amazing amount of sellouts this week, which we will do everything in our power to be able to get back in stock for the next few weeks. Kat and I, whilst I'm here, I do want to make sure that we try and recap things like the Tree of Life or anything like that, because we haven't seen them. Cave quilt, I don't know how easy that is to restock. I don't think it will be very easy, but there are certain ones that I would love to be able to see before I go off. So this bundle of fat quarters came in on Monday. It was the first product of our birthday launch on Monday with Neil and Rebecca Reed, and we had it yesterday and it completely sold out again yesterday. We have kindly asked one final time to restock it, as it is the last day of the birthday. Now, you're getting 2 free fat quarters here, but if I'm honest, it's just not cost effective for us for the time that it takes for our warehouse team to be able to cut all of these fat quarters. So we get all these on bolts. We don't get sent them in fat quarters. It takes a long time. It's something that we can't offer every day. It's something that we certainly have been very cheeky to ask the warehouse to do one last time, but we've had loads of people who have missed out and who have asked over the last few days. So, because of the new split pay option, it is now on split pay, and this is why we wanted to do this. This was exactly why we wanted to do these fat quarters, because we were launching this brand new bracket of split pay. So Neil actually made this especially to introduce the new bracket of split pay. Now, on the first day, we had over 100 of these that sold there and then. I mean, they were so popular. You have got all of your neutrals into all of your yellows and your sunset shades, into all your pinks, purples, then into the blues, and look at how many blues there are. Greens, your neutrals, into your greys. There are so many fat quarters. You've actually got 68 fat quarters, which in terms of meters, how many meters does that mean? Seventeen meters. 17 meters of fabric. 1, 2. You saw my counting to 5 earlier on. I definitely didn't just do that maths in my head. Although actually, no, I can work that out. Half of 68 is 34. Half of 34 is 17. Oh, I really was calculating. £115 and 17 pence. Can I show you, for anybody who's not seen, let me show you what a fat quarter looks like. It makes it just £1.69 a fat quarter. Gosh, that is good, isn't it? And that can't be right. And it's so beautifully soft. It really is. I suppose it is, because you're getting the 2 for free. It's Rose and Hubble quality. I remember on Monday I was watching Rebecca Reed and Neil talking about it, and Rebecca was saying, look, we're really particular in what quality fabrics we bring. We don't want you using, especially if you're doing our projects, we want you to have the results that that you expect. So absolutely make the most of it. Jennifer said, my rainbow fat quarters arrived yesterday. They are gorgeous and fantastic quality. They really, really are. For £1.68 a fat quarter, it's brilliant. Are they gone? All sold out. We can't get any more. Thank you to everybody who's been shopping with us all week. Remember, if you've bought anything today, you're automatically entered into the daily prize draw, which is for all of those amazing creative grids. They've been kindly gifted from Rachel Cross from Creative Grids. Who we've got an amazing connection with, but you've got so many rulers, cutting mats, templates, everything in there. And that's the daily prize draw. You're also entered into the weekly prize draw to be able to win the biggest amount of goodies I've ever seen a television shopping channel giveaway. It's huge, absolutely huge. You've got a sewing machine in there. You've got a steamer iron, a really fantastic steam iron in there. You've got fabrics galore from Liberty, from Moda. You've got patterns, you've got tools, you've got books, you've got loads in there. So it's definitely worth shopping on the website today or something from today's show. Now the apron that I'm wearing, this is the Mummy and Me pattern, and it's amazing, dedicated especially for the birthday. Thank you ever so much to lovely Alison Marion, who has, of course, done us the most beautiful pattern for it. So you have all your instructions. It's exclusive to Sewing Street. And I just think this would be really, really nice, you know, on somebody's birthday, especially for children as well. Because it always gets a bit messy, doesn't it? You can start eating lots of cake and do lots of crafty activities. But then once you know how to do it, honestly, I think Alison has made... Well, Alison, how many have you made of these? These are absolutely brilliant for loads of occasions. And you can do as many candles as you want. You've got your step-by-step instructions. You've also got your panel. Now, your panel includes your birthday cake pocket and your applique bits as well for your cakes, and you've got cupcakes on there as well. It's just amazing. So for $14.99, this was aired on Monday. But was it the first day? It was the first day of the birthday. If you want to watch lovely Alison back, she gives you lots of tips. And it is as simple as sewing 2 seams. 2 seams to sew in this. You've got one here and one here, and that's it. And then everything else, that's right, isn't it, Kat? And then everything is, have I missed out? Where's my seams gone? And then everything is all just, they're there at the top of the shoulders. And then you just need to make your binding. And that's what does take the time. But I know Alison has made this in an hour. She's done it in an hour before. And then, of course, you can embellish with your applique, which is just lovely. Your bunting, your happy birthday bunting. There it is. It's the one I'm wearing. That's a pocket, by the way. It's a secret pocket. So you've got on your panel for the front of your birthday cake, but then on the inside, you've got also your the same fabric underneath. So you get the 2 bottom layers of the cake on your panel. And we love them. Absolutely love them. So do make the most of it. Not only do you have your optional bunting idea on here as well. You've got your step-by-step instructions. All that you need to add is bonder web, thread, and potentially pinking shears. That's it. Obviously your main fabric for this, which feels like a canvas. Feels like a cotton canvas. You could do it in a denim because it crosses over really nicely at the back, so it doesn't show your bottom. You know, sometimes these crossover aprons, they have a big gap for your bottom, but they do cross over nice. So it's more like a tunic, really. You're completely covered, and you don't need to worry about any ties or any fastenings, which could be a bit fiddly and a bit awkward, can't they? So it is a really lovely design as well. From Alison Marion, you can watch the show back from Monday. She also did this quilt. Oh my word, did you see it? It was absolutely, well, it is absolutely beautiful. It's huge. Alison, just literally in the last few minutes, I was going to try and get this up to show, and it's so big. I was like, this isn't going to happen. I'm going to have to put it on the desk. It's just incredible. Now, it is massive. I think the finished size of this is 196 centimetres square. it's a big project, but you get everything that you need in the quilt kit. I love it. So you have in here your fabric, which are 12 printed 100% cotton fabrics from Free Spirit, which of course we know the quality of that, totaling over 8 meters of fabric. Then you also have your complete instructions, but isn't it beautiful? It's called Boho Love, and the fabrics are stunning. You've got everything that you need to make the front of the quilt, the binding, and is the backing included as well? Pardon? I just didn't know whether you get the backing. Can I open it up? Let's have a look. Right, so let me put this on here just in case Alison gives me some tips. We have got so much. I don't know whether, have you got the photograph of it finished? It was on Monday as well, wasn't it? Because it was with Alison. Oh, I don't know whether, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. It's all packaged so beautifully. So it comes in a really nice sturdy storage box. You know me with packaging. I can't open a cereal box without ripping it all. Kat, I might need your help. There we go. Here you go, no backing, but the pink binding is included. I knew you'd be there to the rescue for me, Alison. Thank you. Right, so in here, you have got all of your, oh, it's a nice pattern as well. All of your pattern, lovely instructions, very, very clear instructions. In fact, the backing would be nice to use the early bird today if you managed to get the black grid early bird special. It's just sell out. Plus you've got your quilt layout diagram here, and then all wrapped so beautifully, you have got all of your fabrics as well. So in there, oh, look at that. That is so lovely. What an amazing, oh, I'd struggle to cut into all of this. Just as wrapped so beautifully, isn't it? Watch the show back with Alison Marion. She'll give you all the tips on how to make it. Even if you want to use a block, I suppose, for wall hangers or cushions, it's up to you if you want to make the whole quilt. There it is. Oh my word, Alison, I knew it looked amazing. Right from the start of the show, there were loads of people who managed to get this on Monday. It was Monday at 11 o'clock if you want to watch it back on YouTube. It's huge, isn't it? Absolutely huge. How long did that take you, Alison? It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Right, so that is your beautiful, beautiful Boho Love kit. We also have from, I want to say, Wednesday's show, I'm going to say. I was in, wasn't I, with Cara. We had the Counting Sheep cushion. Now, I was saying the brand new Moda would look brilliant for this, absolutely brilliant, even if you use it for your border and your backing, because we don't have any fabric bundles today. It's the instructions on their own. All of the kits sold out. The only way of getting this now is your instructions. It's a Helen Newton sewing pattern. You've got all of your templates. You've also got all of your instructions. And you've just got the most adorable sheep. Now, we took this step by step with Cara Ackerman, and she did show you how with this, actually. She did the Japanese girl cushion, but she did talk through with this one how they're all sort of layered up and to place them all out first. If you want to get some bonder web from the website, I think we've got it on the roll, which is really, really useful for this. But it talks you through exactly how to create your sort of background. And there's nothing to say that you can't put this onto a bag, or you could have that as a central block of a quilt. There are loads of different ways of using it. Once you've got those templates, you could have little sheep on notebook covers. I love that they're doing a human pyramid. It's so cute. And look, with his tie and everything. This would be a good one to use your nice barley pops. This would be a lovely one to use any of your favourite fabrics, maybe some of your caves, or we were talking about memory cushions and memory quilts and memory bears earlier on. This would be a nice one to use as, you know, some shirts and things like that would be really, really lovely as a memory cushion. Okay, instructions on their own, sold out. Well done if you managed to get it. So the same day, same time, we did the Japanese girl. Now, I've got it in the instructions and in a kit. The kit comes with your instructions, and it was a really lovely cushion. I don't know whether we've got it here. We'll see if we can find it. So you've got your Japanese girl cushion, and it comes with your blush pink to go around the edge. You've also got your brown. You've got your blue for Mount Fuji. You've also got your green for the grass. Liberty fat quarter, and Cara used this for her dress, for the lantern, she used it for her bow. Oh, there you go, that's what it looks like made up in this colourway. So exactly the same colours, and we did this step by step with Cara during the show. And it's £22 today. There is so much there for your money. Don't worry, Kat, we've got the picture. But isn't that lovely? Absolutely lovely. Now, if you want to use your own fabrics, we've also got the pattern on its own. The pattern on its own, I must say, is really good because we've had so many beautiful Japanese fabrics that we've launched over the last few weeks. And this would be beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You could do some embellishing, you could do some sashiko around the borders, you could use, there's loads that you could do. You could use some of your favourite Liberty, or this is really where you can get quite personal with it. It's up to you if you want to use more of a delicate palette or really bright, vibrant fabrics and some of your favourite fabrics. But if, like Wendy, If like Wendy, I just completely thought, oh my word, I've completely just called her name wrong, and it's not. Wendy Orlando, who's just been on with me, she's new to free motion quilting. She's made me the most amazing free motion cushion. This is a really good one to have a go with on free motion, actually, because look, there aren't too many difficult shapes. There aren't too many pieces to go around. The sheep, there are more sheep to go around, and the houses, there's more elements to it. Whereas this is a great one for anyone who's starting free motion. And I know that Cara went through exactly how to transfer your templates. She also went through your step-by-step instructions. She also talked through free motion and how to set your machine up for free motion quilting as well. So it was really very thorough indeed. All of your templates are all labelled. Just £9.99. Another Helen Newton pattern. Remember the teddy bear today was incredibly popular. Incredibly popular. There's still a couple of the teddies remaining. If you do want them, they're adorable. Have a look on the website, but the Helen Newton pattern's always popular. The Michael Miller fabrics, these are extra wide. So if you do need a backing for any of the quilts, oh, these are all amazing. Should we do the cats first? Look, it even says meow on it. Oh, this is amazing. And it's not in your face novelty cat fabric. It just, as you get closer, you can see they're cats. Look, the meow. And I like that some of them got their eyes closed. That's really cool. Sorry, it's just, I was just folded. £12.99 for extra wide. So the width of this is 274 centimetres, which, right, why is that useful? One, if you're backing a quilt or making a quilt and you want that extra width, it means that you're not having to piece. It means that you're not having to use fabrics from your stash to back a quilt. If you've done all of the work quilting this beautiful boho love quilt, and then you're thinking, right, I want the back to look as good as the front, and I want a really good quality fabric to back a project, then this is perfect. But also, don't just think of it as quilt backing fabric. It's extra wide, so it means you've got extra fabric to be able to do more cushions, more cushion backs, more linings, dressmaking. You've got the width, even things like making smaller projects, so making smaller tote bags, making cosmetic bags, making projects for your pets, making little storage tubs. You can make loads with 1/2 metre. It is double this. It's double that. That's folded in half. So there is a lot of fabric there. It's the first time I think that we've ever had Michael Miller, which is a really prestigious designer in the quilting fabric world, for £12.99 metre. That is a lot of fabric, a lot of fabric. Dressmakers as well. if you do need that extra width on fabric, it's brilliant. What about doing the Mummy and Me apron? So cool, isn't it? £12.99, we love it, absolutely love it. And you could pick out a real bright colour for your binding. Now, we've also got some more extra wide backings. When were these launched? We've got the stars. This is great for quilts, absolutely perfect. Lovely for pyjamas and things like that as well. This was on Tuesday. On Tuesday this launched. I missed this. How did I miss this? Where was I on Tuesday morning? £12.99. Kat was saying, well, you were obviously in the pub or at the cinema or, you know, out at the shops doing something. I'm like, oh, well, the chances are I was probably jewellery maker. I think I was at Jewellery Maker on Tuesday. Oh, these are lovely, aren't they? The stars are amazing. What about for blinds and home furnishings? How about doing a huge bean bag? What about a massive bean bag? Or do you know how some children, if you've got two kids sharing a room, my friend at the moment, she's got her 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, I should say, actually, and a 3-year-old, and they're sharing a room. And now that Robin's older and she's starting school, she wants to do her homework, and they're in bunk beds. But she's got like a little office sort of space down at the bottom of the bunk bed, and you could make like a curtain that just gives her like that privacy. And this is so lovely to do a work or different things. You know, when you just want to do a curtain or a divider between, then this is lovely. What about big laundry baskets? You could applique on top of it, couldn't you? Like a spaceship. We had, with Susie Duncan, the most incredible glitter fabric that was all planets, and it was so popular. That collection was brilliant, but you could just embellish with some planets on here and do a really cool spaced theme quilt, just using this as binding or using this as a big border. You bought a galaxy light. What's a galaxy light? Like a star projector? That's so cool. Emma says, it was probably for children, but I really like it. It's really calming. You can play music out of it. Oh, nice. Wendy, what are you doing chatting on the Facebook Live? Get on with my knitting, girl. She's doing my knitting for me. She said to me, this is how bad it must have been. You won't be offended if I just start again for you, will you? It was like, it's only taken me about a month, Wendy. I was like, no, I promise. I put it down ages ago and I started something new actually because I thought, it's helped with my screen time on my phone because, you know, you just end up sitting on your phone for ages. I thought, right, I want to do something with my hands and do some knitting. So Wendy's getting me on track with my knitting. We've got Yarn Lane coming up in half an hour, so I'll ask her all of the crocheting questions. Right, this one is again Michael Miller. Look at this. What does it say? Brilliant, fierce, radiant, wishful, tough, hopeful, joyous, victorious, vivacious, fun, lively. And these are all just words about me, aren't they? I love it. Haven't even got to the ones about you yet, Kat. Radiant, sparkly, awesome. It's still about me. Oh, look at that. A big circular skirt. I'm thinking, you know, if you're making projects for people and you're gifting them and you just want something to give them in, I've had such lovely presents from our gorgeous viewers. I had a really, really lovely hat that was made for me. Well, not made for me, made for my baby. And it was wrapped in the most adorable Peter Rabbit fabric. And I just thought this would be really, really nice. If you want to make little drawstring bags or tote bags that you're gifting something that's handmade in with this print, that is brilliant, isn't it? Do you know, that is so cool. I bet Hannah loved this. Backpacks, going back to school related projects. Absolutely. What about laptop cases? They're so good. I really like this. And please can I remind you, the reason why this is so good is because it's extra extra wide. It's 274 centimetres wide, which generally your quilting weight fabric is 112. Normally your standard quilting weight width is 112 centimetres. So this is more than double. This is absolutely huge. It's basically 2 3/4 metres wide. It's really wide. Absolutely love it. You could do a lovely wall hanging. Really lovely wall hanging. Cosmetic bags. Someone who needs a bit of a boost. This would be really, really nice actually to practice a bit of free motion, I'm thinking. If you've got a metallic thread or a different colour thread, just to embellish, that would be really cool. Really cool. £12.99. I love that one. First time I've ever seen any of these, and they're really, really nice. Now we've also got one last fabric from Michael Miller. I feel like this sticker just fell off. I heard it. I heard it somewhere. Is it this one? Is it VLYV? Was that one? Sorry, UV. ULYV, yeah. That's so weird, isn't it? I heard it. Okay. We've also got the last one. This would go really, really lovely with the boho love quilt. Oh, no. This isn't the recipes one, is it? Or is it? Oh, what's this one? We'll have a look and see what this one is. Because there is a fabric that's all handwritten recipe cards. That's the Norma Rose collection. This is lovely. It's called, I'll tell you what it's called. It's called Calligraphy. Oh. This is so lovely, isn't it? We'll have a look. The boho quilt is very, very popular. This would be lovely for backing it. This would be really, really lovely for backing it, actually. £12.99 a half metre. But remember, a half a metre is 274 centimetres. Of course, we can still cut as much as you want. So if you do want multiple units, if you want 2 metres or 3 metres, for example, remember, it's still extra wide, but we can cut as much as you want. Just £12.99, even if you're just getting half a metre. These would make great, I'm thinking linings for bags, I'm thinking home decor, cushions. It's going to go a long way, extra fabric for just £12.99. Such good value for money. Now, one thing I haven't got physically here, but I have to mention because it was such a brilliant highlight of the week. Myself and Jane Brogan on Friday were here with a brand new offer on the 320 sewing machine. Sewing machines have sold like hotcakes over the last year, really. It's been quite a problem, not just here at Sewing Street, but a global, worldwide problem, because the manufacturers just can't keep up with the demand. And it's brilliant because there's so many people who are getting into sewing, but it does mean that we're really struggling to get quantity of stock in. We have got a brilliant offer on, I don't want to call it an entry-level machine because it's not. It's an Elna build. It comes with great extras. It's one that's really going to grow with you as a sewer. We did a full hour, 1 full hour, solely talking about this machine. So please watch the show back. It's on YouTube. It's with representative Jane Brogan from Elna. And of course you can watch that back on YouTube from Friday's show. So it's £249, which makes it the most affordable sewing machine that we've got currently on the website. It's the most affordable machine that we've chosen to bring you. It's the most affordable machine we've ever done. And we're really picky with what we want to bring on air because we want to make sure that obviously you enjoy sewing, you want to buy kits from us, you can do lots of the different hobbies and crafts. So it's got a free arm if you want to do bag making. If you want to do dressmaking and sewing around in a sleeve, it's got the free arm. It's also got plenty of stitches, including stretch stitches. So Jane showed on Friday just how you can go through, was it Friday or Thursday? Thursday, I'm ever so sorry. Watch back on YouTube. It was on Thursday's show. Going through jersey, going through really stretchy lycra fabric, going through chiffons without changing tensions, just changing stitches. And there's some great stretch stitches on that machine. Easy for me to say. It's got the reverse stitch, it's got the needle threader, it's got a really good light, it's got an extra high foot lift, so if you're doing quilts or bulky fabrics, it's brilliant. It's got a 2-year warranty. What I wanted to mention today was the fact that it's with a bundle. Now, I don't know whether we're going to be able to offer this bundle outside of the birthday. No, I can confirm it closes today. This is the last day to get it, with loads of goodies. So as soon as you get home, obviously you want to get it sewing. So we've included fabric, 2.5 meters of fabric, safety pins, some snips, a project book and a friction pen and fat quarters. All of that included, and it is today available on split pay, £83 on 3 split payments, which is brilliant, isn't it? You'll get them in 2 separate packages, just so you know. Your sewing machine will come directly from Elna and all of your bits and bob come from us, but it's still under one postage and packaging of £3.95. Last chance today. We were supposed to have the handy quilter, which was so good. That long arm quilting show was a 2-hour special. They've all gone, Emma. All the long arm quilters have completely gone. Now, my lovely friend Delphine Brooks is just such a talent. Oh yeah, she's not just a colleague, she's my friend. I absolutely love her and she's so talented. Every single week that she comes in and she says, in fact, I went for a walk with her and she was saying that she was designing this. And I said, I just don't know how you do it. I just do not know how. Her mind is constantly creating and in 3D as well. It's not easy, is it? So without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most popular kits that we've ever done in the history of Sewing Street. In fact, I'm going to claim that it is the most popular kit we've ever done, was the Highland Cow cushion. So we said, Delphine, for the birthday, one, we want to bring the Highland cushion back. We did, it sold out. But also, we want a toy. We want to bring the Highland cow to life. And look at him. Look at him. Now, he's a lot bigger than he looks on screen. Can I just put a tape measure next to him so you can see? Oops, don't fall over. He's been on all the Prosecco by the looks of things, birthday Prosecco. There you go. So, he is about 13 inches tall. He's a big Highland cow and he's so lovely. Now, I did watch the show and I saw the different bundles. The Union Jack one was very, very popular. We saw them all sort of selling out. Now, what you can get today is, what's on the graphics? This is the bundle for the Union Jack. Brilliant. I don't physically have it here, but I can tell you what comes in it. In the kit, you're getting your pattern from Delphine. Oh, look at his face. He's so lovely. Sorry, me just stroking his face. He's so lovely. So you also have a felt square. You've got his face in felt, you've got his horns in felt, you've also got his fringe in felt, and you've got his little bushy tail in felt as well. You've then also got a scarlet fat quarter for the inner ears, his body. You've also then got your Union Jack fabric, 1/2 metre, all for £19.99. All for £19.99. You might need to raid your stash for a little bit of black felt for his face. Have a look on the website. Oh, in fact, no, you get black felt. Black felt and white felt. Do you get any blue? Right, so you need to just add something in for his, maybe a little bit of blue or whatever colour you want. Maybe you could use the red. You might have enough in the fat quarter. Or the white. You'd have enough in the fabric to be able to... Look, there you go. I've given him like 90s style curtains. He's ready to be in Backstreet Boys now. You are my fire. 1999, and we love him. Oh yeah, did you know that I was in a music video? Oh yeah, Emma knew. I generally tell a lot of people that I meet for the first time, so if you haven't seen me already, I was 14, but I was in the Westlife video, You Raised Me Up, which won Record of the Year, by the way, so it was on a lot. Oh, you recognise me. Okay, now we also have the instructions on their own. It's the last few chances to get the instructions on their own. So if you've got your own fabric, if you do have your own fabric, what about to go with your Highland Cow cushion that you've made? Same fabrics. Go for it. I know that Delphine would have done a fabulous demo. This was on Wednesday, Friday at 9 o'clock. Of course it was. Friday at 9 o'clock. If you want to watch the show back on YouTube, Delphine, who created the pattern, lots of toy stuffing as well. In fact, we had toy stuffing on the show earlier on. So if you look down on today's show deals, it's just $3.99 for a pack of toy stuffing, and that's probably going to be enough. He's big though, isn't he? I was wondering whether you need more than one pack of toy stuffing. I think one should be fine. No, I don't. We could still show you the reversible bag. I didn't know that there were any left because as far as I was aware, they all sold out during Debbie Shaw's show. I don't think it's on the trolley. So we had the reversible bag, which was on with Debbie and myself on Wednesday. Yeah, all of the kits completely sold out. The tulip kits were amazing. There were loads of beautiful kits, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was 1/2 metre of each fabrics. Yeah, just 1/2 metre of each fabrics, and it was a really lovely simple tote. She did the whole bag in an hour. Yeah, she did the whole bag in 1 hour. So it's brilliant for bag making beginners. If you do want the instructions on their own, we've had some lovely fabrics that have launched recently. These would be beautiful. She does use H640 in it as well, like a fusible fleece to just give it nice structure. And you can put a patch pocket on it if you want, but the instructions are there are just £9.99. We can show you what it looks like for anybody who missed the show. But it was lovely to see Debbie back. Obviously, she's been a huge part of Sewing Street for the last year. So we had to have a part of our birthday show. But that's such a lovely shape, isn't it? So your instructions are just £9.99. Just £9.99 for your Debbie Shaw instructions. It's definitely worth making the most of those whilst you can. Okay, right. So we also... Hang on, the price on this, have you seen it, Kat? The price on this, if you go and have a look elsewhere, this sort of light box, this quality, this size, it's A3, isn't it? Yeah. We found for about £80 or £90. There is no need for us to do this at a birthday special price. The price is amazing. Now, it comes with your plug socket. It goes straight into the mains. It does also have a USB, so if you want to plug it into your sewing machine or into any of your iPhone chargers, or I know a lot of places now, a lot of homes now have just you plug your USB port into your socket. But it plugs in. It's got a really lovely bright light, but not overpoweringly bright. So it's got 3 different light settings. That's the first one. That's the second one. And this is the third one. If you're doing foundation paper piecing and transferring any of the patterns from the book that we had earlier, light boxes are brilliant. Transferring any kind of patterns, we've all tried to do it, haven't we? Against a window on a grey day and got into a bit of a pickle. This is perfect for that if you're transferring any patterns. It's not glass either, it's plastic, so you don't need to worry about it cracking or breaking. It's also got measurements around the edge. It's an LED light, so that will give off virtually 0 heat whatsoever. Don't need to worry about replacing bulbs, and it is more sort of efficient. It is a more energy efficient for using than using, you know, different bulbs. It is all LED. Now, we didn't need to do a saving of £5 on this. It was so affordable anyway, but it's definitely worth making the most of it. As I said, if you just do a little bit of research on how much you can pay for them, then you'll be over the moon with your purchase. They're really lovely and lightweight. You can easily store it away under a sofa or anywhere. Keep it in your workroom, as they are extremely useful. Lots of our guest designers come in and ask for the light box. $44.99 is such a great price point though, such a great price. It is a Sewing Street exclusive price, saving £5. So, if it says birthday exclusive price, does that mean tomorrow it's going to go up £5? Kat's saying, I think it will, you know. It's definitely worth making the most of this whilst you can with that nice little saving. So enjoy that. Now, something else, I know we've mentioned already today, but the fat quarters have now sold out. If you do want all of this fabric, if you want a huge amount of fabric to stock up your stash, now is the time to do it. Now you get a mixture of ½ metre pre-cuts, and then the ones at the bottom from that blue down, they're all metre pre-cuts. So you've got sapphire, you've got navy, you've got dark grey, light grey, white, ivory and cream, and they are all 1 metre pre-cuts. The rest of these, they're all ½ meters. They are gorgeous. If you want to know what all these colours are, then watch back in the previous show, because we're not going to go through all these colours again, because that was really boring. I thought it was going to be really riveting and really exciting, and then realised actually I'm not very good at this and I'm taking too long. It's a lot of fabric to go through all the names. It's 21.5 metres. We get all of our fabrics in on a bolt. So our warehouse team have had to work extremely hard to cut these into all ½ metre pre-cuts for you to be able to get them as a bundle. It's not something that we do on a regular, it's not something we do every day. So please do make the most of it. It's the biggest rainbow bundle we've ever put together. It's just 21.5 metres, and today you've got it on split pay. So we launched under £150 on split pay. £149 is the price for all this fabric, but today on split pay, you can get it over 3 months for £49.99. The first payment will come out today, and you'll pay your postage and packaging, and then the second and third payment will come out on the 7th of the next 2 months, and obviously you don't need to pay your postage and packaging again. I don't charge charge on weight, no. So all of this fabric will still come to you for just one P&P cost all day long of £3.95, even if you're buying an Adjustaform, even if you're buying an Elna sewing machine that are coming from Adjustaform, or that are coming from Native Lighting, or coming from Elna, it still works out under one shipping cost, which is brilliant, £3.95. Now, tomorrow, this will get broken down and put into different kits and different bundles, and sold by the ½ metre. There is no way that we can keep this offer open after today's show. So have a serious think about it. Don't wait too long though, because this will not hang around. Fat quarters have now sold out. So if you do want the ½ metre pre-cuts, go for it. They are such lovely Rose and Hubble quality fabrics though as well. Right, I'm just coming back over. We've got another birthday exclusive. I love this. Right, now, Native Lighting has been brilliant. Lovely Claire, who's part of our Sewing Street family, she's launched the brilliant lighting brand Native Lighting, and we've seen massive lights, we've seen desk lamps, we've seen the reversible light. This is a brand new light to us, and what I love about it is, one, it's nice and compact. 2, it's still got this really great gooseneck, which we know is really, really popular. Really, really popular, because you can completely sort of manipulate that and have the light however you want. It also has, let me turn it on, it also has 3, how many different levels of brightness? 1, 2, 3, all those 4, it looks like, 4 different levels of brightness. And if I show you as well, it's got a magnifier. It's got a 1.75 times magnification lens, and you can see straight away, I mean, it is brilliant, isn't it? So if you're doing any hand stitching, not only have you got that ring light, you've also got the magnification. It's all daylight lighting, so this one doesn't change colour. You know, lots of the Native Lightings, they've got different colours, whereas this is all daylight, so great for colour matching. Doesn't half make a difference having matching colours in the right light. If you're doing any of your Jane Greenough cross stitch, we saw Jane Greenough earlier on in the week as well, and any of her slow sews, anything that you might need a bit of help doing bead embroidery for lots of different hobbies and lots of different crafts actually. Great thing is, look, you can really manipulate the neck on this, or having it as a reading light. Having it as a reading light, having it as a bedside light, and having the magnifier as well is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You can just see how clear, bearing in mind, look at the size of that scale of print normally, and then seeing it under magnification. Had you noticed the blue dot in the middle of the flower before? And now you can see it absolutely perfectly. Look at that. It's so clear, isn't it? £49.99. We absolutely love it. And again, this is one that plugs into the mains. I'm looking to see if it has a USB. It isn't a USB one. This goes directly into your mains, but it's got a really nice long cord, which is good. Okay, so now that's it for our birthday roundup. Have we managed to get everything in? Can I just remind you, we also launched amazing Moda Fat Quarters. We've got the garden ones, which were so lovely for spring. Oh, absolutely perfect for spring. £99.99 for 30 fat quarters, which new bracket of split pay. £99.99 is the brand new bracket which we only launched last Monday, and it means now you can get these home at £49.99. They are absolutely gorgeous. All of your spring fabrics for just £99.99. Am I allowed to? Or shall I just like shimmy? If I just show you on the camera, up from above, we could show you from above. There you go. So you've got your watering cans, you've got your flowers, all of your greys, and then it goes into lovely greens, into like a gingham print with your flowers, and then into like corals and reds. Oh, they're absolutely beautiful fabrics. Obviously, they're Moda. Moda put pre-cuts on the map. To be able to get all of these fat quarters, half a metre, lovely reds, dark navy blue. You've got such gorgeous colours. £99.99, remember, on split pay. Sue, no, you've not missed who won yesterday. We're about to announce the winner now. So, did everybody who purchased yesterday, are you all tuned in? Are you ready? What was the prize? Oh, it was the Moda, wasn't it? Oh my word, it was all the Moda fabric. So if you love Moda, are you ready? The winner of yesterday's daily prize draw, drum roll please, Paula Bidwell, you are the winner. You are the winner. Now, Paula, you've won that. You're still entered into the weekly prize draw as well. We haven't taken you out, so you're still in the draw to be able to win the big giveaway as well, which will be revealed tomorrow. Well done. Our marketing team will be in contact with you, but your Moda bundle is on its way. Today's daily giveaway is incredible. Those of you that haven't yet shopped, have a look on the website. Buy anything on the website, anything on Yarn Lane, anything on Yarn Lane's website, anything from today's show, you're automatically entered into tomorrow's prize draw. Well, today's prize draw, which is this one, your daily giveaway. We are giving away, courtesy of amazing Rachel at Creative Grids, Rachel Cross, Creative Grid rulers, Creative Grid mats. We've got a rotating cutting mat, the circular one. We've got template plastic. Incredible value for money. So whatever you do, buy something today, check out on your order, and you're entered into the daily prize draw, and you're entered into the weekly prize draw as well, which is going to be amazing. Kat will announce the winner of both of them tomorrow. It's the last day to be able to enter those giveaway competitions. Tomorrow, the birthday's over, but please, 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 tune in tomorrow. Rebecca would love your company, and we'll make sure that we do a brilliant show to ease all of our birthday blues. So 8 o'clock, we've got Fabulous Fabrics coming up. 9 o'clock, lovely Jude. We've not seen her for ages. She lives in Cumbria. I wonder if she's on her way now. So the Table Runner, which is coming up with Jude, she was one of our Great British Make Off winners. She made the amazing reindeer, if you remember, just before Christmas. She's back at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we've got the Bird of the Month with Rebecca Reed. Oh, it's back. Brilliant. Bird of the Month. Fantastic. It's not pigeon, is it yet? I'm not sure which one it is tomorrow. 11 o'clock, we've got Sewing Room Makes again with Jude. And then at 12 o'clock, we've got Rebecca being joined by Carol. Excuse me, with Kay Fassett Knitting Kit. That's going to be good. That is going to be good. That's coming up tomorrow. So even though it's not a birthday show, that still looks a pretty good lineup, doesn't it? I must say, thank you so much to everybody who's joined us over the last week. Don't forget, we're not going anywhere. We've got Yarn Lane still to come with Wendy Orlando. And if you do want to take up a new hobby, if you've ever tried crochet, Wendy, as you all know from Sewing Street, she is so clear, and this is her passion. This is her hobby, but her passion. And she's a brilliant teacher, so she's going to teach us how to do a granny knit. She's going to teach us how to do the granny square, granny knit, and do some beautiful projects. Everything is now on pre-order on yarnlane.com. You can literally log onto your Yarn Lane account using your Sewing Street details, and it will continue through with your postage and packaging, 1p&p all day across the board. Plus, you'll still get entered into those daily prize draws and the weekly prize draw if you're shopping today. Okay, thank you for your company on Sewing Street, but do stay with us if you can on the telly. If not, tune over online on Yarn Lane TV on Facebook or yarnlane.com on the web, and I will see you there with Wendy in just a couple of minutes.